bacon. So it was, because what is it? It's whiskey and butterscotch schnapps in the shot, and then orange juice with bacon. Yeah, it was amazing.
Wait, what's a breakfast shot?
Is it like an out? Oh well, you said schnapps, so it's an alcoholic.
Butterscotch, schnapps, and whiskey.
Yeah.
Have half and half on the shot, and then.
Oh, this one didn't have any half and half in the shot.
Well, I mean, like half whiskey,
Oh,
half
yeah.
butterscotch schnapps,
Yeah.
and then orange juice chaser. Then a lot of places do it with bacon.
Yep.
As well.
Yeah, I don't think you want to put half and half in your alcohol. Isn't
Um,
that just gonna curdle it?
Like you drink it fast enough.
I feel like there is some that has it. Like,
Yeah, what's the drink called? White mix, cement mixer.
White Russian.
Where you put half and half in it, and then you swirl it around, and it looks like someone jizzed in your mouth. Oh, by the way, we're live too.
Not aware of that.
all
one.
right.
Starting off good.
Nice.
Surprisingly enough, Dan, guess who taught me this shot? Justin.
Is it Derek? Justin.
No, Justin, my brother. He's like, yeah, we do it all the time in the Marines.
I mean, I love to do a good blowjob shot.
I know. I think like the friend group in Davis is the only ones that are confident enough to like do the blowjob shot. Like everyone else is like, that's really gay. Okay.
No, it's not. They are. Okay.
So welcome
Do
to
we
the
need
stream.
a
We're
synopsis
live.
last week, right?
Yes. Would any of you guys like to do that?
Sure, I'll try.
Okay.
Okay, so last week we entered into the chamber. We went through the door at the bottom of the lake. Then, as we were walking through the dungeon down there, we found a bunch of dead bodies on like pedestals. Then we came across like a ritual site where a person had transported their body to another, like phased their body so that it was like, and we could like see their shade walking around. After we came across the ritual site, then we came across what was it, like a geese, or I don't know, a ghost, a spirit that
Carl?
named Carl that Dan upset, so it attacked him and nearly killed him. He barely survived there. So then we all killed it, and Dan did nothing the entire time.
I got the final blow.
I don't know what
Killed
you're
it
talking
with magic.
about. Dan has contributed nothing so far.
Besides
Still not sure
racism.
if he's racist.
Yeah.
Sorry. Then we found this room with a mannequin with armor on it. We all took a piece of the armor, even though Dan didn't contribute at all. He got some too. Then after that, that's when we discovered the shade up in the room to the right of the ritual site, and we found a chest that we couldn't find it. It's like a black void inside, and then we took all his alcohol and we carried it all out of the dungeon, and then we made a tent out of the old goblin tents and camped for the night.
Yes. Guys
I think
also.
that happened, right?
Yes. You also leveled up to level 2.
Oh,
which
yes.
We have done all that fun stuff. With 3% on the percentile, nothing happens tonight. You guys do not get attacked, do not get murdered. Though it does seem that your small friend that was sort of stealing your food and buffing you guys seem to have fled. Is no longer around. And where'd the music go? And you guys wake up the next day. Oh god, that's loud. You guys wake up next day, early in the morning, the light shining through the canopy of trees. It is actually still raining today, so not a whole lot of light shining through the trees, but a lot of rain coming through the trees. What are you guys doing?
Hmm.
Are we just walking back to town?
Yeah, we can go back to town, go turn in the stuff, finish off this quest.
All right.
Should we try and get horses somewhere so we can take that broken wagon?
Oh yeah.
We have them. We know where the wagon is, and yeah, I mean, we could try buying horses with the wagon or with the money.
But we also need a wagon wheel, right? Because it was missing
We need
one
a-
wheel.
Oh shoot! I did not pick up the learn how to fix something for free spell. I forgot about that.
Wait, that's a spell?
Is it, or is it a cantrip?
It's mending. It's small tears, rips, cracks and stuff. It's very light fixing, not, you know.
Broken wheel fixing.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
no, my shoes are falling apart, and I could mend them together real quick, or like, yeah, I got a flat in my tire. It's a patch on the
Well,
tire.
it's just a, you know, that we're patching some wood tire thing. You know.
If you rolled a natural 20, maybe.
Yeah, I'm cool just walking back to town.
So, yeah, your first day of travel goes by relatively uneventful. You guys return to the road from the forest area that you guys were at. Pass by where you hid the wagon. It is still there. No one's rummaged through it or stolen anything from it. It seems like you guys hid it well enough. And you guys do find a spot similar to this area that you were last time on your way here for a spot to lay down and go to sleep. So I'll need some perception checks from you guys. Or if there's anything you'd like to have a conversation about during the traveling, feel free to do that.
Do we know Tibbers' religion yet?
Tibbers doesn't even know his religion yet, so.
All right.
Seems
do
fair.
we know how Leonardo came into being? Like, what magics exactly did that involve? And
What magic was involved?
yeah, what magic? How like did he like show up as an old man, like a teenager, like a
Maybe
young turtle? Did you raise him?
Well, he was a young turtle with
Breastfed.
accelerated growth until he was an adolescent, and now he's where he is now.
So does that mean that he's gonna die young because he has accelerated growth?
No, it was only the first few years of his life. Accelerated growth, science.
Dang, that's
bitch, as Jesse Pinkman would say.
Yeah. Was that when you're... Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
Oh, who is that?
off to a strong start for the day.
I like
Going good.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
All
I'll
right.
need another. Okay. So luckily with the natural 20 and the 10 total, you guys roll well enough to keep an eye out for anything coming your way. Leonardo falls asleep during his watch period. Tibbers, you do perfectly fine. You actually kick him awake. And then let him know that he could go lay down in his bedroll, take your rest. You see a handful of, animal life, birds, some deers and owls. You actually spot some wolves off in the distance. Not coming towards you, but they are moving on a hunt in the area. And Mordaar seems nothing of anything real interest.
Wait, Dan, did you roll perception? Oh, sorry.
No.
Baznoff? Does he need to? I think in order to get a long rest, he does, doesn't he?
Well, it's an 8-hour period, 6 hours of sleeping.
Oh, okay, you're right.
So, yeah, You could take if he takes like the end of it. Some of you guys will wake up at that point. It would also be more towards early morning. Light would be showing up. The rain does seem to be clearing out.
Wait, but is it still raining or just cloudy?
Scatter clouds. There's probably a few bits of rain here and there.
Okay.
How do I unprepare? I can, because during this rest, I can change my spells, right?
Yes. So if you
I see.
same way, right click, and it'll be prepared. Click on it, it'll become unprepared. So where is?
We're gonna do some distort value. Not gonna charm anyone.
So how old? Quick question for me: how old is? You could DM me if you don't want the rest of the group to know. But how old is Leonardo?
Zach can choose his age.
Because they reach adulthood at 15, and they tend to live to 50. Just a heads up on that with the accelerated age range.
49.
It went a bit too much.
Ripe old age of probably 20, 21, you know. So
Okay.
enjoy the party
Like
in years of his life. Drink responsibly, you know.
Always comes with the designated driver or enough money for an Uber set aside.
Yep.
Yes.
Remember, don't teleport and drink, guys. So yes, your next day of travel. Let me. So
Well, we've got-
yes.
Oh, Tibbers is carrying a large chest around with him, right?
Oh yes, I
Yeah,
am.
you have the
Chest of Darkness.
chest
Okay.
slinged over your back, lighter
we
than
probably-
what it originally seemed.
Okay. But because he's carrying that, it's still probably fairly large. We just want to hurry back to the town to get our money from the goblin ears. Do we want to do anything else while we're out here?
Nah,
Okay. That works.
I don't enjoy nature that much.
Okay.
One moment. But yes, during this day of travel, as you guys are walking down the road, you would actually notice what seems to be a young female on the middle of the road, and it seems that a piece of tree during some of the storms that have been going on has fallen upon her. She's wearing slightly scattered clothes, and she's kind of looking around in distress. And she's a little ways in front of you guys.
I think we should stealth right around her. This sounds dangerous.
Is that
I'm-
a trap?
That's right. I'm just skeptical the whole time. Whatever we do, I'm skeptical, okay? Just gonna let you guys know.
What race is this woman?
Make a perception check. She's human. From the distance that you guys are seeing this from, she's humanoid-ish. 15. She could be human. She might be elvish. It's hard to tell. Her hair covers the ears. Yeah, she might be human or elvish. She's definitely not any sort of exotic species.
And can I do a history check if there is like an ethnicity, or if there's like not ethnicity, if there's a
Wow.
if there's like a group of if there's like vagabond, is that vagabond the right word? Let me Google what vagabond actually means.
Gypsies.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get across. Yes.
Can I do that insight
Pretty much,
check
I'm
on
wondering,
Ken?
is there like a trap? You know, am I aware in the region of
Oh,
people that
Of
like to
traveling
take
groups of
advantage?
people who might grifters.
Yes,
Grifters. You might be
we
thinking.
might set
of.
up like a trap like this, right? Where they're using
Yeah.
her as bait.
Yes.
Bandits.
Hey,
That's another good
Baznoff,
word.
Baznoff, what color are your sheets under that blanket?
White.
Checks.
Mm, mm,
Oh my
mm. Interesting.
Shit, they got me.
White walls, white sheets, white curtains.
White walls.
I bet you're.
We're the worst.
I bet you're naked underneath those clothes too, slut.
You're damn right.
What a freak.
100%.
Okay, Tibbers has had a lot of questions about everything we've done so far. So Tibbers, what do you think we should do?
Wait, can I do a check? This
Yeah,
check
roll
though.
roll a history check.
That's okay.
Yeah, there's definitely. I mean, there's always reports of bandits in areas like this. A day or two travel outside of a city. They're close enough to a city that they could buy stuff from there, food and drink, and there's usually gonna be enough travelers moving up and down the roads for them to pick off materials from them.
I wanna help her, but
Yeah.
I'm a little afraid of humans still. So can I do a see how the tree fell on her, and then maybe see like her body language to see if she's really like
All right, yeah, that'd
with
be
a tree on top of her.
that would be a nature check on the tree to see how it's been broken off of, whether or not it's a natural break or.
Wait, can't you talk to trees?
Oh,
Yeah, ask the trees what's up.
Yeah. See if they have any.
I'm gonna.
Is the girl a straight up hustler, like all time low would say?
Can I see first if she's entirely like just helpless and honest?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? It seemed to have cut out a bit.
I'm a little wary of her, so can I see if she's completely honest and see her body language and
Yeah.
see if
That would be an insight check on her. Scared. Lone woman out in the middle of the forest. You guys did just have goblins attack. You saw wolves the night before. Yeah, of course. There's always reports of people dying and going missing in this forest.
Okay.
think we should help her.
Has she seen us yet?
Perception check. Nah, she doesn't seem to have seen you.
Oh, sweet. Guys, I think we should get off of the road, kind of hide ourselves a little, and formulate a plan.
I don't know. I mean, okay. So if it is a trap, I can make us go into the darkness with my ring of night thingy, which I still... Dang it. How do I read it? What does this shit do?
Yeah, I can't figure out a way that allows you to read it, though I can do... The effect is enveloping night. I can just drop the spell directly into your character sheet, and you should be able to read it from there.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Why didn't we think about... What does the ring do again?
It creates darkness.
You should just envelop her in darkness and see if she responds.
And then we could just walk right past. what if we spend a day going back to grab the wagon, then we carry the wagon, push the wagon, whatever, all the way back to where we are, and hit her with the wagon. What do you guys think? I mean, it's a little like, but
I feel like I'm a more post, but it doesn't
Okay.
sound like a good plan.
it's not a very nice thing to do, so I'm not sure about it either. But it seems awfully safe.
That's the stories that they don't tell you. Like, damsel in distress, drop a wagon on her.
We should have had the goblins. They're probably not strong enough to push our wagon, but we could have enslaved them temporarily to do that.
Just like 12 goblins pulling a fucking wagon. Mush!
Missed
Mush!
opportunities, man.
You're right.
Missed.
You were the one who said we should kill them.
I still stand by it. We didn't want to carry them into that dungeon.
That's
Paul
true. They
probably
may
would have liked him being the freaking dick he was.
So what are you guys doing?
Let's just try
Well,
sneaking past this chick.
Well,
You
how
wanna
about
help her?
no, Dan? How about you send up an apparition, or whatever you
Alright.
do? Your minor, you like send the.
So
the
I can
person
only
ahead.
send it 30 feet ahead.
How about? Sorry, let me check one more thing.
So we can sneak up, do the illusion, see if it's something, and then
Okay.
not sneak by her or help her.
No, I don't think
No
that divine.
one's gonna
Or
mess.
rob
We
her
can.
again.
We
Yeah,
can
we'll be
beat up anyone who comes by. We could just walk up to her.
Okay.
We want to wrestle a little bit. You know, we want to tussle. A tilly.
Hey,
Okay.
hey,
So let's
Baznoff,
approach her.
Okay.
How have your other two encounters gone when you're the first one up there, Dan? Or Baznoff? Yeah, you sure? You sure you
survive.
want to wrestle?
Yeah.
That is Dan's contribution to our campaign. He just hard engages every single encounter.
Oh, like you're the ones who wanted to walk into that hallway with obvious traps. Remember that? Remember that?
Yes.
All right.
I'm just gonna walk up to her and be like, "Need some help?" Or no, wait. Why doesn't Qua talk to the trees? Or Tibbers talk to the trees?
All right.
Ask them what happened.
All right, so I go up to a tree. Do I have to stand real close to the tree?
No, I'm rereading the feature. You can talk to them and you have advantage on charisma checks to beast and plant, though you have no ability to understand them.
Okay.
Wait, he can't understand the trees?
I'm not fluent. It's
What the hell,
something I
man?
picked up. Sorry.
Oh man.
Can I say?
Wait, do the trees talk a language, or how do they interact with people?
They're trees.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. If he were a druid that knew how to talk to them, what?
Yeah,
what-
with the
they
magic
respond?
spell. With
So,
magic spells.
Can I use comprehend language to understand trees?
No, they don't speak a language.
But so you're saying I can't use comprehend languages for sign language?
They don't have sign language.
But they're trees. Don't they like interact by movement and be like, "Here's my leaves. I dropped 3 of them here. That represents this."
1 second.
Yeah, that's not comprehend language will only affect some spoken word, written language, and it's only to the vast majority of languages. There are languages that are not covered by comprehend language.
Can I say to the tree, tree friends, can you please tell me if this human or otherwise person is friendly or not? Why did you fall on her? And if you can tell me if it was for a malicious reason or if you did it on purpose, that you was really mean, then show me somehow. Thank you.
So yeah, I roll a charisma check with advantage to try and properly communicate with the tree. 2 10s with an 11.
Isn't that a reroll?
No.
Whatever.
This isn't Monopoly. It's not Snake Eyes. But with the trees, sort of the one that you're communicating to, which by now, like, she knows you guys are here. You guys are a few hundred feet down the road, kind of just like talking to each other, and this dude just goes and talks to the tree. At this point, she's aware that you're there. The trees, this one that you're talking to, sort of just like the wind starts to push and flow it the other direction, away from her.
So
Take that
All
as
right.
you will.
Either she has a very strong BO, or this is not on the up and up.
All right. Even if it is a trap, can we just beat them up? Because maybe then we can steal their stuff.
Sounds fair to me. Wait, okay. So I have a question about this thunderous smite.
Mm-hmm.
If we're, do I, the first time you hit with a melee weapon, so do I like cast it and then like if we go into this situation and combat happens, its effect will happen once I like hit with it?
Yeah, so it lasts for a minute, and until you get a hit with it, the effect then happens with it, but it's only
Okay.
the one-off on it.
Okay, so but it's only a minute. It only lasts for a
Yeah,
minute. Shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll wait off on that then.
And I would
Okay.
you also have Divine Smite in your features, so that's a big thing with Paladin, so I'd check and read through that.
Oh, you're right. That's
yeah.
new, huh?
So what are you guys doing?
I'd say we should lift the
Do we
tree
want-
up.
Okay.
How about you guys run into the bushes and try and be quiet, and then I'll walk up there and try and see what's up.
They already know we're here.
But if you go into the bushes, they still might not like totally see you.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't actually. Oh, sorry. What
That
is
was
the?
just a DM roll,
What is
so
We're in like a forest,
She-
right?
She's like looking towards you guys now, asking for
Okay.
help.
Okay, I'm not sure. We might as well just walk up at this
As
point.
you guys
It's
are
pretty
like,
bad.
one sec,
Let's-
huddle.
thumbs up. Let's do this.
Okay, guys. So I start walking towards her and the tree branch on her.
We just try to kill her while she's there.
We're not going around killing random people. We're not freaking Jeffrey Dahmer. Goodness gracious.
All
There's a girl on the road. You know.
I guess you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so there is a tree branch on her, right?
Yes.
Nah, let's not do anything too crazy. So, wait, so should we walk up and talk to her or just walk up and like try and move the tree branch?
As you're walking up, she's help me. There's a branch on me. I can't move it. I'm too. And she's asking for help for it to be moved.
What are you
Not really.
doing out here all by yourself, little miss?
Are you
What I
ask-
asked?
Okay.
You know, like, what is a fine girl like you walking around in the forest by herself?
She goes. Me and my family have a cabin just a day's travel out into the woods. I was out gathering materials.
Can I see if she is telling the truth and she has materials on her?
Roll an insight.
Ooh, that's a good one.
She does have like some light, sort of like bags and on her. With the like, she doesn't have any heavy materials, which is a little suspicious, but she doesn't seem like she's lying.
Okay, I'm gonna
Like,
try
you're
and
not
lift the
digging
branch
through
off
her
of her
bags
again.
on her waist to see what she has, but she doesn't have like wood or logs or anything, or tinder anywhere near her.
Okay, can I try and lift the branch off of her?
Yeah. Roll
Or
a strength
just-
check.
A what?
A strength check.
Okay.
Come on, Goliath.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very easily able to get the branch on one end and flip it over to the other side off of her.
Nice.
she's
So now
very-
she's can we see if she's injured at all? Or can I see if she's injured at all?
Yeah, she has sort of light scrapes on her lower half of her body where the tree fell onto, or the branches fell on top of her. She is able to stand as she gets back up, and she seems very appreciative. She's, I would give you money or anything for your help, but I don't. We're a poor family, and we don't really deal in coinage too terribly often.
Do we rob her?
We're the bandits now.
Should we just continue on our way?
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue on the way.
Yeah. Okay. I say goodbye and take
It took
off.
us 15 minutes to figure out what not to say. This poor
Welcome
woman in the middle of the road.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Overthinking everything.
Everything.
Yeah, other than that, the rest of today's travel goes by uneventful.
We're terrible.
How DMs counter overthinking.
Okay.
And it does start to reach nighttime as you guys set up for your last camp for the night. Unless you guys would push forward, the city's only like a few more hours away. It's probably about
Let's do it, guys.
4 or 5
Let's just
hours.
power on. I want to see what exhaustion does. No.
No,
Okay.
we're just gonna sleep.
Yeah, you could force march into the city and gain exhaustion.
No? You guys want to camp?
Yeah.
I'm going to take off. Fine. I won't. I'll stay in camp with you as well.
So
I feel
we
like
roll.
someone needs to sleep in the chest of darkness.
I almost tried to jump in there.
Yes, roll some perception checks. Oh. Oh, I need to not roll that one and roll. All right. Yeah, the night seems to be fairly calm. Actually, 44. Though it does seem that your buddy that was following you guys around again does come back.
Most out.
On Tibbers' watch towards the end of the night, you see this creature that is absolutely horrifying to actually see it now. Let me get the sheet set up so you guys could see it.
See, I forgot the name of this thing.
It's a fae, isn't it?
Yes,
It is a fae, but-
it is a fae, but
There's a specific
Oh.
name. Oh, nice.
Oh,
yes.
I like
You're
it.
hideous.
As you see
Can
this
I-
creature start to like come out of the edge of the darkness of where the fire lights up. When you start to see it start scurrying towards 2 - 1. Baznoff as it starts scurrying towards his pack. And you see it start digging through it, looking for food, Tibbers.
Give it
can
some good food. Do you
can-
have better food you can give it?
I have more rations. Can I? So I take my ration from my pack, and I'm just like, "Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you today? Can I help you with another portion of rations?"
Yeah, the moment you like make it aware that you've seen it, it sort of like jumps back with this wide yellow beady eyes and looks at you and looks very skittish.
I'm not here to hurt you. You seem to be our friend, and I always like more friends. Is there anything that I can do for you, or we can do for you? That is all.
Roll a persuasion check. What is that a total of? Yeah, with the total of 16, you'd hear in your mind through telepathic means, you hear I like food. Food is good.
I can help you with that. And so I'm gonna rummage through my pack, and I'm gonna rummage through I think Leonardo's pack, because why not? And then we'll give him 2 portions and be like, "Here, friends. You
We'll
must be
give
really
him 2
hungry."
portions. Okay, so yeah, you you hand over the portions. He goes, thank you. And you do gain another blessing of the bountiful, generosity, which is the lot of you guys 10 temporary hit points again as it scurries off into the darkness.
Thank you, friend.
Nice.
And the rest of you guys will wake up again in the early morning, and 2 of you would probably notice that or one of you would probably notice that you're missing a little extra food.
So, Tibbers, what happened last night?
I made a friend, and I gave him some of my food and some of the turtle's food.
Why are you
That's
stealing
nice.
other people's food, man?
Was that okay, Leonardo?
Man, why don't you guys steal my food? I'm a growing turtle here.
Hey, we know you're not a growing turtle, though. Unless you're trying to just, put on bulk or something.
Yeah,
Gotta get them gains.
Yeah, going for the gains here.
Should we continue?
Yes. Yeah, you guys get ready, eat your breakfast. A few hours of travel goes by, and you guys make it back to the city of Kaith.
Nice.
We're able to return to the Lodge of Tallow, trade in the goblin ears to the owner of the tavern, and all she really asked about was the goblins, killing the goblins, so you guys turn in the goblin ears, and she's like, okay, thank you, and puts a pouch of gold on the counter, which would contain, with the amount of ears that you did return to her, 120 gold in total.
Ooh, nice. So, guys, should we split this evenly, or because yeah, let's split this evenly.
I don't care. Someone can carry it.
All of it?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe not Tibbers if he's just stealing people's stuff. Though. little suspicious of that.
Hey, the Fae took Sam's food the first night and Mordaar's food the first night, and then I think he took your food the second night. So I'm just redistributing the wealth.
Nice. Seems
Just
fair.
let us know in the morning, man. Just be like, hey, I used my own food twice. Someone like it to homie up.
I'm also a growing.
You gotta ask for consent.
Cow.
It's like classic, man.
Well, let's split it evenly. It makes it easier. Or should we give a small amount extra to Leonardo to cover the lost rations?
Out of Tibbers' stash, I'll take 1 gold piece.
No, it's out of the trap stash that we shared at the beginning that we never used.
Well, I lowered my gold, I thought.
No, we used the gold. We didn't use the traps.
Oh yeah, we still have the traps. You could trade a trap for a ration, I guess.
But yes, you may take my portion. 1 gold.
All right.
Okay.
Works for me.
Okay, if we have 120, do we know of a carpenter in town? Or we'll ask the bar owner or lodge owner if there is a carpenter in town where we could buy a wagon wheel.
Yeah. She goes, yeah, there's a handful of the carpenters down in the crafting section of the city. I'm sure plenty of them would be able to craft a wagon wheel or have a pre-existing one ready to sell, or just buy things.
Do you have any recommendations?
They're all fairly talented.
I'd like
also,
to step in front of Baznoff right now and just insert myself and ask if she knows of any horse dealerships around town.
Horse dealership.
Used horse dealerships.
Yeah.
We're not rich.
Yeah. That's right. We need a used horse dealership, specifically ones with rock bottom prices.
Yeah.
Are we trying to get like a used Mustang here? Or...
God damn it.
What are we doing?
I'd be fine with just a Pinto.
Yeah. I believe on the northern side of the city, outside the wall, and the more seedier sections, there's a ranch owner out there who deals in horses.
Nice. Okay. That's all.
Can I do some kind of check to determine if there are wild horses in the region?
Roll a nature check.
Trying to go for something with a little more horsepower.
Nope.
No, man, you spent your whole life at college, dude.
Dang it. I
You're
was
a
hoping
city
we could
boy.
find a wild horse and then Qua could convince it, could charm it to carry us.
Wait. If we just needed to pull a wagon, like an ox or a mule might be cheaper than a horse. I'm going to ask her again. What about ox, mule, or wagon pulling creatures? Any kind, really. It's specifically cheaper.
He goes, I mean, I'm a hunter. I'm sure there's someone in the city that sells beasts of burden, but I kill things for a living. I'm not quite sure.
Ooh, where do you kill horses or...
And she just sort of looks around the walls of this lodge and it's like, I don't see any horses hanging on the walls.
Shoot, what else could we use to pull a wagon that's on the walls here? I'm trying to remember what was on the walls. Are there any like dragon-like creatures on the walls?
There is a fairly small draconic head. It's probably either a young dragon or a dragonling. Nothing too majorly. is red in coloring.
Okay, so I'm turning back to our group. Do you guys think we could find a small dragon and it would be able to pull a wagon? And do you think we could like capture it?
Negative.
Level 2
You guys,
party.
like,
Let's
Can I
go
do
with
a
the
check?
dragons.
Probably have
Can I
Dan
do
talk
a-
to dragons.
I can talk to dragons. Okay. Can we do a check if there are? Can you tame a dragon? Is there how to train your dragon tutorials?
roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
To test your knowledge of dragons.
Oh, but I can roll an advantage because I speak dragon, right?
No.
Oh, dang it.
They're fucking
it.
dragons, dude. Yeah, no. Most dragons are intelligent creatures. Most of them
Ah,
can speak.
Yeah.
That's rough.
You can't enslave them.
Yeah.
Do you know
What
who's
about-
an intelligent creature right now?
Hmm?
It's our wizard.
What about any like wyverns on the wall? I feel like those are usually less intelligent than the typical like 4-legged dragon.
No, if you ask her about wyverns and you look around to the wall, wyverns aren't natural to this region
Okay, there we go.
or this continent in general.
I say
Hmm.
we just go to the horse dealership, you know. Get a
Yeah.
Okay.
Again-
Also, if we go to buy something, I have a spell to make it look like we have more money. So,
Is
I
it
don't know if you
helpful
wanna
though?
try to be a grifter. What?
let's do it.
Hold up.
Did Sam cut out?
Looks like it. I thought that
Yeah.
was me. I was worried.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, could you not hear me before?
You
Okay.
like froze.
Yeah. Is
We
it
wanna be-
helpful if they think that we have more money than we actually do?
Well, I can make it. Well, we could just give them money, and then I make it look like it's more.
Oh, okay. So, deal.
How long are we staying in this town, though? Is the
That is a
question.
good
That's right. Do we want to become an enemy of this town?
Well, it depends. What if we do a check and figure out if the person's aloof? Like we look into their eyes and soul and be like, "Are you someone who misplaces money often?"
Oh, I got another idea. I turned back to the hunter working at the counter. Ask her if there's any loan sharks in town.
Oh my god.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
This is a pretty unnoble thing for you to do as a paladin, my dude.
It
On a
happens.
12 of the persuasion check,
I'm only a level 2 paladin.
she goes, I mean, there is. She like looks around and like, there is a small thieves guild here. I'm sure they have a loan sharking side to their business.
Ooh.
The crime syndicate here. I'm sure they.
Oh man. I asked her, would it be helpful if anybody like squashed this crime syndicate? Like, do you guys want us to get rid of them?
Taking a whole crop syndicate. Is that what I'm
I'm-
thinking?
I'm sure the city guard would appreciate that.
Do you guys want to make an enemy of the Thieves Guild?
The story of the incredibly short story of the level 2 adventurers that pick up the crime syndicate.
Okay, well, let's go buy a wagon wheel. Maybe this guy will know more about this town and its shadier sides.
Okay. So you guys are going to go buy a wagon wheel from Carpenter?
Yep.
Alright.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys go to the crafting section across the river of the city. Still in the wall, though. There are a plethora of blacksmith, carpenters, construction workers moving about. There's a few sculptors as well and painters in this section, and you're very quickly able to find a carpenter that's dealing in wagon parts specifically. Axles,
What's the name
wheels.
of the company? Of the shop?
A Dreams Ride.
All right, as long as it's not AA wagon wheels or something like that. Or
I
ABC.
mean, I'd be okay if it was A1 wagon wheels. Okay.
Okay.
And working in the workshop is a Kalishtar human male, very lean, sort of long white hair pulled off into a ponytail behind him. And for a Kalishtar, they're usually extremely on the pale side. He's well tanned, as he tends to spend a lot of time outside working with his hands. Covered in sawdust, he sort of turns and goes, "Hello?
Sup?
Hi. Welcome to my shop.
Can we just browse a little while?
I guess, what is it that you're looking for? I'd rather not have 4 heavily armed and armored, well, 3 heavily armed and armored," as he looks at Baznoff.
I am a Kalishtar right now. That's what I look like.
You shapeshifted to Kalishtar. He goes,
Yeah.
"Brother, yeah, I'd rather not have 3 heavily armed and armored people browsing my workshop."
Oh, okay.
I tell them not to worry, that they're my friends.
Roll a persuasion check. As he is.
Advantage, right? Because we got that brotherhood.
I mean, I'll sure.
Fucking right, baby.
Well, he rolled an 11, so
Oh, nice.
on his insight. So he's just like, "Okay, just don't touch anything. Tools are expensive, you know." What
Oh
can
yeah,
I
I would
help-
never mess up your shop. I totally understand.
What can I help you guys with, though?
Do you know where we can get rid of this chest of infinite darkness?
Don't tell about the chest.
He's
The chest.
as he looks at it slung over his shoulder, he's like, "It's a fairly nicely made chest, but I know nothing about magic.
Thanks, man.
I think there's an alchemist in the middle of town somewhere. He might know better."
Well, that's helpful. Thanks.
Yeah, sort of main road heads out to the north. A place called the Sappy Cure. It's got some good poultices. Anything else? It's a weird question to come for a carpenter for, to be honest.
I ask him, on our adventures, we ran across some interesting Kalishtar that belonged to a cult. I'm from out of town, and I was wondering if there's something I should know about. Brother.
He goes, cult? No idea.
Okay. And then... Okay. So can I ask him, so what's the... We're looking for a wheel. Didn't know if there was a... We were looking for a new wagon wheel.
Not a new. We take used.
We're looking for a wagon wheel and wondering what you could do to help a brother out.
He goes, "Yeah, I got one on the wall right behind me." And your eyes started up. Wagon wheel on the wall. It's like, "Oh, okay, yeah." He's like, "Yeah, they tend to break, so I always have a few made just in case. Be They usually go for about 4 gold.
Will you take one?
Would you
Wait,
like
we
a
gotta-
spare?
We need a spare.
Oh, okay.
We'll take
Wait,
a
does that
spare.
mean we should buy 2?
I'm okay with buying 2.
Can I look at him to see if he's giving us a good price?
Yeah, roll insight.
Or do we want to?
Hard to tell.
Can I do a check?
You don't I mean you don't own a wagon. You don't know the prices, the price range. Oh, like
Okay.
Wait, do we need a wagon, or would it be more worthwhile? But would it be more worthwhile to just like go buy 4 horses?
Well, let's just get
Well, the wagon can
so,
carry
like,
stuff for us.
Oh, that's true. And then it's just 1 horse. It's cheaper. Yeah, that's true.
Although we probably should check the price of horses before wheels, I guess.
That's true.
We get a wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
So
are there
we can roll
any? Do we have any like Are we able to communicate with animals at all?
I can.
Or you can?
Yep.
Oh, sweet. That should make finding a good like horse or ox or something easier, right?
Well, actually, define communicate. Hold on.
Would you be able to identify healthier, more compliant beast of burden?
I can communicate with, though not understand, beasts and plants, and have a advantage on charisma. Yeah, so I can talk to them, and I can also tell if they're lying.
To an animal?
Hey!
What?
I am a creature of the forest. I'm
Just
just more
okay.
better.
Isn't understanding animals more important than talking to them? Like, I can talk to any animal and be like, hey, cat.
Thor,
He's overrated.
You know, so understanding them is hard.
Hey, so I turned back to this guy working at this store, and I ask him if he knows of any let's see, like surveyors or like nature people who naturalists like in town, or druids or people who frequent the forest, but not to hunt monsters.
Well, yeah, the closest one would be the Talos Lodge. They go out there quite often, mostly to kill beasts, hunt for animals and pelts. Outside of that, yeah, the forest is dangerous, but is lively, so there's always people out there trying to reclaim resources. Other than that, druidic types, no. I know there's a large druid grove down to the south, and there's a rumored one in the mountains.
Oh, thanks for your help, my dude. I think.
Okay.
Although you
Okay,
don't seem to know that much.
I'm going to ask him, like, hey,
He's a
You know.
carpenter.
I asked the carpenter, and I'm like, hey, just in case you didn't know, we have rid the city of some bandits and tried to make the area safe. We found this chest, and we are unsure if it is what of its properties are. I was wondering, as a fellow Kalstar, would allow me to borrow a pearl or something of 100 gold value so that we can identify what it is. And for what is it called when you like give something, like not
Trade,
insurance.
barter.
What? No, like when you
Collateral?
collateral. And
Yeah, there you
you
go.
have, like, I can give you this 100 gold collateral if you don't trust us.
I don't have any pearls. I'm sure a noble might. There's a wealthier district. They might have. Some of their wives might have pearls. Jewelry.
Cool.
Would you happen to know if any of? Would you happen to know anyone? specific?
On a personal level, no. Not enough to send a favor.
Okay.
Especially to
Are there any
people I just met.
pawn shops in town?
Pawning is actually not a bad idea.
There's a
I
handful
know.
of general stores that'll deal in barter and stuff.
Oh, okay, but yeah. What about jewelry stores? Any of them around town?
With the type of people that do live in Kythe, no. There won't be
Dang
any
it.
major jewelry stores. If they were, it would be definitely extremely hot items. It would be more.
I see.
Oh, sold stuff, stolen stuff.
Stuff that when you throw it over your
Oh.
shoulder, you make it cold.
Yeah.
Stuff
Maybe
that
we
needs
should
to be
check out that
laundered.
Thieves Guild again.
Okay. So,
Ooh, one more question for this guy here. You make wagons, so you deal with wagons all the time. What do people? Where do people normally go, or where do people normally acquire their like horses, ox, beasts of burden for pulling their wagons?
Well, there is a ranch on the north side, though that tends to be a bit more of weaker horses. There's a fairly large farming down to the south, though. Then I'm sure they have some nicer horses.
Oh, thanks. That's actually helpful. I feel like the Lady of the Hunter may have been trying to scam us.
and so,
Right.
You
the
guys
lodge.
purposely asked for shitty horses, so she's like, man, their
That's
horses
true.
aren't the greatest.
and then
Okay.
can I ask him what the going rate for a horse is?
A normal like riding horse is 75 gold pieces. A pony is 30 gold pieces. War horses are 400 gold.
Nice.
And draft horses, which are usually the more they pull stuff around. They're not as fast, but they're stronger. Those sell for 50 gold pieces.
Guys, let's
How
get
many
some
do we
draft
need
horses.
to pull the thing?
It could fit one horse could probably pull it, especially a draft horse, but it could fit two on it.
Okay. So we'll buy
I mean,
a
if
horse.
we're all gonna ride on this wagon, there's 4 of us, and 3 of us are fairly large. So we might want 2 draft horses.
This may be a sensitive question, but I am a little hefty. Do you think that I could fit on the cart and not obliterate it? Thank you.
Wait,
All right,
how
do we
heavy
know
did you
how
make
big
your-
this? Do
Yeah,
we know
how-
if we can all fit on this cart?
How heavy did you make Tibbers?
I think
should be-
I maybe 300 to 400 pounds.
Yeah, no, you could fit on it.
Okay.
It's roughly 10 feet wide and
Oh my
about
goodness.
15 feet long.
Oh,
This thing's huge.
whoa.
It's a good sized vehicle.
Okay.
Alright.
Do we just? I mean, we've got enough gold to buy horses and a wheel for it. Do we just do it?
Do we want to barter for the wheel though?
Eh.
Nah, not worth the time.
Yeah, 4 is not that expensive. This guy seems honest too. He's been pretty helpful. We'll pay full price or a reasonable price for the wheel because we're not exactly rolling in the dough either.
Are we buying 2 or just 1?
Wheels?
2.
Yeah. 2?
2.
Alright, so 8 gold, 2 each.
Okay. So you
Sounds fair.
slide over the 8 gold pieces. He throws the 2 wagon wheels on the hands them over to you, takes them off the wall, moves them over, and goes, I do sell spinners for them. No. I have some other rams.
Oh my goodness. Oh, also, how much money
You
should
want-
we have, right? If we all split the money evenly, and we spent 1 gold on the traps, and we started with 10. Now we should be at 37, right?
Well, some people starts with more gold. Some people start with less, depending
Okay,
on the
well,
class.
I started with 10.
So.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah.
With the
I get
120, it should split 30 to each of you guys.
Yeah.
But yes.
Where is the gold in the loot?
Yeah, 45.
If you go inventory, there's along the bottom, there's a gold bar or currency bar. It's the GP.
Oh, I see.
And the thing on the far right on the same line, it'll convert all the currency you have to the largest amount. So it reduces carry weight.
Leonardo gets 41. Don't spend it all in one place.
Wait, no, it would be 31, right?
31, yeah.
All right.
Also, how many rations should we have used?
It was 3 days there, 3 days back.
And if I lost 1 extra, so... Okay, so I should be...
3 left.
And rations are very cheap.
Okay.
Can we go buy rations? I guess horse dealership first.
Yeah, horse dealership.
So we all.
So which one are you
travel
going to? Are you going to the northern ranch or the southern ranch? You are on the southern
Yeah.
side of the city.
We want
I think
to go
we
to-
want... Yeah.
That's the better one. We want a high quality horse.
What do we want?
Bojack horseman. Crest
It's a must.
thing.
Nice.
I don't know why the music keeps playing.
Oh, yeah, I just noticed that.
Let me
Okay.
Change it and make sure there's no burping.
Yeah, I just heard the burp and I'm like, what the?
I don't think there should be any burping now.
Nice.
All right, so yeah, you guys head down to the southern ranch. It's a fairly large setup. There's a large main building surrounded by a few dozen acres of land in all directions. And you see many workers moving materials, farming materials. At this point in the year, they're probably doing some sort of wheat and grain for the city. And you do find an area that seems to be training for horses. There's even seems to be a spot to be training for horse races here.
Oh my goodness,
And you're
guys.
sort
Are they...
of wandering around the property looking for someone to talk to.
Yes. Shoot. Ooh, do we see any draft horses? Or can I see any draft horses?
Yep, there'd be more large beasts of burdens working and moving wagons and carriages around for tools for the workers and water and supplies, food, whatnot.
What is the race of the people working here?
There's a decent mix. Some of them are Kalishtar, though the ones that are Kalishtar seem to be more in supervisor roles. The rest seem to be humans, some dwarves, elves, some
Okay.
general fantasy.
I retain my Kalishtar form then.
Okay.
Nice. That seems useful. Shoot, who do we want to ask about these horses they have?
Is there an office?
You would see there's the large main building, which may be the owner's home, and then there is, you guys would see an area that would be more of a horse training sort of ranch style with a racing track on it too for the horses.
Oh, are there any like foremen around? Like you see people, anybody who's like clearly just telling other people what to do?
Yep.
Can we?
Okay.
Let's walk up to that guy.
All right. This one is actually another Kalishar. Very pale for how much he's in the daylight. Bald head. Very finely kept cleaned clothes. He's got his sleeves rolled up, and he is quite muscular, as it seems as well. And he's, are you guys looking for work, or what's going on here? As you guys approach.
Can I go? Okay. Can I go and like shake his hand and be like, "Hey, man, we're looking to buy a draft horse."
Okay. Yeah. Over towards the
How are his
ranch.
hands? How do they
What?
feel? How do his hands?
Tight grip, but very soft hands.
Soft hands. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
All right. I think we may have ran into some baddies. This sounds like some mafia stuff, you know? Guy's supposed to be dark, working out, you know, with some horses. Soft hands.
Also, I mean, there is a racetrack.
Very classic mafia.
True. Can I
Are they
see
eating
if...
cannolis and stuff?
Another one. Powders are cannolis. Oh, no. I just got finished sending that dude to swim with the fishes, you know?
Hey.
I got the protection money. Hey.
Say, hey, man. Oh, I don't know why this. Hey, don't worry. I know what guy. So, wait, what did he even say to
He's got the
draft
grease
horse?
back hair. No, yeah, he's like, yeah, if you head over to the ranch, I'm sure if we have any spare horses to sell, they would be willing to sell you some.
Would it be an offer we couldn't refuse?
My good chilled friend over there, all of our offers are too good to refuse.
Oh,
Got the
man.
best horses, best grain, best
So
workers.
I'd like to introduce Tibbers here, but I point towards Tibbers and I say hello to my little friend.
Goes,
But I'm not.
hi, I bet they call you Tiny.
Can I see if he's a nice, soft-handed man that's just kindly and
Roll insight. With
Ooh,
a
nice.
25. As usual with you guys. A quick looking up and down his body, you notice that he does have a dagger hidden in his side. Seems to be out of the way, though you're able to see the shape, and it seems like it has a very flashy design to it. With the muscular nature of his body and the fact that you probably got some word that about his hands being softer, though you could probably see with that type of insight that his hands are not calloused in any ways. He seems like a person who's not afraid to take affirmative action with his workers.
Okay, so he's buff, but his hands aren't calloused, so he's some jerk who uses chalk at the gym? Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe just ask a good moisture out.
yeah.
Apparently.
Okay.
Apparently, he also doesn't play the guitar.
Mm.
He's a flute person himself.
That makes more sense. They would have soft hands. Them and those clarinet players.
Goddamn woodwind instruments.
Exactly. I'm a man of the brass myself.
Okay. So,
You're gonna have a license plate that says brass man then?
all right.
Did they sell? I'd like to ask him if they sell like what are they called? The personalizable like identification plates for the wagons here.
for the horses. I mean, I'm sure like they got some branding that they could do if you want. You want
No,
personalized
no. I'm
branding.
not into herding horses.
No, we want like a
Oh, okay.
license plate on the.
We want badges.
I mean, that'd be something you have to talk to the, I don't know, blacksmith or tailor.
Ooh, nice.
I don't
nice.
know.
You look like a well groomed person. Do you know of good tailors in town that you can recommend?
No, you gotta get everything imported, man. Tailors here are
Oh.
a little on the iffy side.
Okay, that makes sense. I could.
Yeah, and he sort of snaps his finger, and these like general work clothes that he has on turns to like long tails. So a very nice tuxedo, and he goes, "Yeah, you gotta get this imported from the Perdat. You see,
Oh,
cost a
damn.
few
Wait,
hundred,
that's
but
clothes that can change their look.
yeah,
So what you're saying.
yeah."
Oh
and
my
he
God.
snaps his finger
Damn.
back, and they switch back into like general foreman work clothes, overall, or like suspended nicer pants, but still ready for
Ooh.
the farm, and then like a collared shirt.
I
Where'd you
Oh,
get that?
dude.
Man? I need to get that.
There's a special tailored company down in the Perdat. They're a little pricey, to put it in a certain way.
Is it Versace or Gucci? This guy's wearing Gucci, right? Italian
oh,
or
he sure is.
Armani.
Oh yeah, that's true. So I
You
lean in.
shop so much that you can speak Italian.
He'd be like, it's called silver thread weaves.
Ooh.
Antibacterial.
Okay. So I lean in real close, and I'm like, "You guys seem to do a lot of business here.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any trouble with the Thieves Guild?" Recently?
Yeah, some of them would be giving us a little bit of trouble, a bit too much than what's worth to just pay them off. If you catch my drift.
I do. Do you? I think me and my friends, if you can't tell, we're fairly well equipped and fairly able people. Would you like some help taking care of these thieves?
Yeah. And he looks up and down. You guys are like, fairly new to town, are you not?
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah, there's a handful that we might be able to make a deal about.
Ooh. So I turn back to our group. Do you guys want to catch any thieves?
I could be down.
Sure.
We could do some. We'll do some. Yeah, because we could talk down the horse too.
Yeah, exactly, right? Get a good deal on the horse, get some more money, something like that.
Yeah. So we could. We'll ask him like, oh, who, can we talk to who's in charge about this?
Yeah, so is there anybody else specifically we should talk to?
You probably shouldn't be spreading this type of work between a lot of people. Word gets out, thieves learn that they're gonna hear, then they go a little undercover for a bit.
Okay. I kind of see what you're saying. So,
He doesn't want us to talk to the Don? Is that what he's saying? What is this power? This power hierarchy.
I don't know. But so does that mean you think you've got some spies on the inside here working here?
I mean, it's a thieves guild. They got eyes and ears everywhere, do they not?
That's true.
What type of thieves guild wouldn't have eyes and ears everywhere?
That's true. So
It's suspicious
any
that this guy doesn't want us to talk to the owner, though.
yeah, it is pretty suspicious.
Can,
But
can I see if he's kind of being a little shady?
Yeah, roll an insight.
ooh, not as good as last time.
No, you're talking to him. He seems pretty straightforward. Seems earnest. Yeah, if he doesn't want to talk to a bunch of people and have the thieves know.
Okay.
I like him and his magic pajamas.
Let's see. So, if you don't want to spread information, and he doesn't want to, I don't know. I'm not sure what to do, guys.
I just don't like. I ask him like, what so you don't want us to talk to your boss? Like, it's kind of hard to trust. Like, how this doesn't make any sense.
My boss is a busy man. He has this farm and a few other farms around a handful of other cities. It's why he has a foreman out and about.
All right. So we can ask him, I guess, like, so what can you do for us what can you do for us if we do something for you?
Well, you guys were looking for horses. I could give you some nice horses.
Ooh. Give
Okay.
us horses to take care of some thieves?
And can you give us some new drip? Some new clothes? Throw that in there.
I mean, I could
Look
put
good.
in a good word for a tailor around here, but something like what I have, it cost a few souls.
Few souls? What
This
about some
guy's like a shady.
We're taking some bandit souls, so I'm just saying. Sounds like the price is right, my dude.
Man, you gotta talk to the tailor himself. Like, it was hard enough for me to get these, let alone be sending some other people around to get them as well. It's a tough thing to do.
Okay.
All right.
So are we buying the horse or not?
Okay. Well, if you're doing
Tibbers just like, what's going on now?
okay, so if you're having some trouble with thieves, do you want us to like? Do you know like specific times that they tend to give you trouble? Do you want us to try and blend in with your normal workers and like escort some cargo or something, or like?
Well,
What's this?
Yeah, when is this stuff happening? We need a little more information if we're going to be able to help you out.
I know occasionally some do try and break into the farm here. Mostly the main house during just late at night. It's hard to tell when, though. It's been fairly consistent. I also know there's the Thieves Guild has a good grip on the tavern near the wharf. It's silt-filled ale house. They have a good grip over there, and along a lot of the wharf too. You know, contraband moving about. Also, they own a brothel north side of the city, just outside the wall. It's called the Creaky Bar.
I love broth.
Who doesn't, man? Who doesn't? Shoot, wait, what was the name of it again? It was the Creaky something?
The Creaky Bar.
Yeah, okay.
Taking notes?
Yeah.
I tried to take notes in my journal, but it didn't save them.
Oh.
Make sure you click if you have like the text open. Oh god, that's hard to see with dark mode. On the far right side, there's like a downward arrow.
On the far right side, downward arrow. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
that'll save. That's really
What
hard
the
to
fuck?
see on dark mode.
That's pretty miserable.
Yeah.
But you can control A and it'll turn it white.
How the hell
Alright.
did you figure that out?
Control A, delete. That's what I did.
Oh.
My words. All right, so if we catch this burglar that regularly comes, you'll hook us up with a horse.
Yeah. I don't
All
know why I
right,
said
so
it like that, but yeah.
All right, so do y'all want to stay the night?
Sure.
How about we until nighttime? We'll come back. We can come back at night and see what we can do. We go around to some of these places he mentioned and look for some information.
Well, do we just want to? I guess I would want to talk to the police as long as they're not like a shady, whoever the law people are in the city. Rather than us be like.
That's true. That's true.
Being
But
vigilant.
I do not think we should let this guy know that we want to do that.
Yeah, I'm assuming you walked away from him at this
Yes.
point.
Yes. Yeah. No. Okay. How about,
Not just like, all right, huddle, guys, right in front of him.
Yeah, I don't want to take down
him.
a guild's thief based on the freaking Mr. Versace over here.
Yeah. Also, the fact that it's like a regularly occurring thief sneaking into the main house, and that the main guy isn't already trying to do something about it. This is kind of sketchy. The more details I get, the less interested I am in helping in this guy.
Yeah. Like, if for one night catching a thief, I don't think it's the worst.
No, I agree. We can try and see what happens.
And then we get a free horse.
Maybe. We'll see.
Did not hear what you said, Tibbers.
Oh, I said, but at what cost? But ominously.
But at what cost?
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm down.
Just want to stay the night here.
Right here.
Okay. We have to catch the thief. All right. Do we want to talk back to the guy and figure like, okay, where are we gonna camp to catch this thief?
Yeah, let's go back and talk to him a little bit more.
Okay. All right. So we tell him like we're cool catching the thief for some draft horse. So where is this thief breaking into? What time of night? Give me the deets. Give us the deets.
Well, the time of night shifts and moves about a bit. We believe that they started breaking in the warehouse, but occasionally, when I come back around in the mornings, I've noticed that the main house mostly empty. It's the owner's place. I live in the city. There's been a few back windows broken out on the porch. The area, and he starts taking you around, and the porch is this raised stoned area, and there's a sort of like a very tall, almost like the trees that farms will use for like windbreakers around it, lining a back area that's very nicely kept with a small sort of water fountain made of stone layered up in one corner, and they come in here and break through this door. There's a lot of glass windows, and it's a sort of two-way glass door. He goes, I think they're coming in this way. I checked a few times on the innards, but nothing seems to actually been taken. Looks like they're looking for something specific.
All right. And so they're looking for something specific in this room, and we know what door they're entering through the room?
This was the last time they came through. Another time they came in through, tried to break in through the one of the windows on the roof, and found glass up there. And another time on the eastern side of the building on the second floor. Seems to be
All right.
trying to probe for. I think they're trying to probe for like a secret area or something. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
We got a few bear traps.
Well, I have a spell called Snare that I can just set in an invisible trap or something, and then they'll fall into it. So I can do that. Do we want to like sleep now so we can like stay alert all night rather than having to roll perception checks? One person roll perception check.
Sure. That seems like a good idea. So let's ask him. So is it okay if we hang out around here tonight and try and hide ourselves and look for this guy? Is that something that's going to be... We're not going to cause too much alarm if we're here during the night?
I don't think you should. There's
Okay.
not really security that runs around here at night. Unless the owner's here at night. Then there will be.
Is the owner going to be here tonight?
Should not be.
Okay. I think we're good then. Okay,
Can
then we're going to... Oh, sorry. Go
Can
ahead.
I see how he said should not be if he's not telling us something about the boss?
Yeah, roll insight. $21. Yeah, it seems like the boss shouldn't be there at night.
That's good.
All right. All
Let-
right. Do you have a place for us to lodge and eat in the meantime?
No.
All right. So we're just sleeping outside during the middle or go inside.
Well, we
sleep
could
during-
go somewhere in town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Can we
where's
fly
the, like, closest inn? Can I ask him where the closest inn is?
From where you guys are, the closest inn should be. One sec. I'm trying to get the.
You know what we should do? We shouldn't go into an inn. I don't want to pay for an inn, especially if the thieves aren't guaranteed to come tonight. We
Oh,
could
that's
just
true.
is the track open? Because if they're not training on the track, I could use my orb of darkness to make it dark for us. So then we could just sleep, and we're fine sleeping on the ground apparently. I don't want to pay.
That's true. That's true. I mean, but how expensive is one room? I'll just sleep on the floor in the middle of the day.
Yeah, the closest inn to this farm would be the Iron Mug Inn.
Does this guy, the foreman, does he know their like rates and if it would be a waste of money to go and nap there?
He's like, I mean, they're fairly cheap. They got some decent food. I mean, it's mostly crafters going
Okay.
there, but
What if we go in there because it's the middle? What time is it?
it is still sort of early morning.
Oh, so like 11.
Yeah.
Okay, that time is accurate. So, what if we go in there, buy like one meal, sit at a booth, and fall asleep? And do like do we need to do a long rest or a short rest?
You would need to do a long rest to get to evening. You still have
Okay.
you have plenty of time to wander around the city and prepare in any way you guys see fit.
Also, yeah, what if we just stay up all night without getting extra sleep? Will we become exhausted?
Yeah, if you push past the long rest period, you would gain exhaustion.
Okay.
How does exhaustion go away? Is it one long sleep gets rid of like each
Yeah,
level of exhaustion?
yeah. Long rest will get rid of one level of exhaustion.
So, okay. Exactly what time would we would become exhausted?
I would say if you moved past like the 12-hour mark.
Okay.
It depends on what you're doing. Like if you're just hanging around a city, moving past the 12-hour mark wouldn't be incredibly hard, but like walking around, hiking, if you're living like having a very adventurous filled day, like you're fighting and killing stuff, that would start to push it.
Okay. And then if we take a short rest, because the short rest is 2 hours.
Short rest is 1 hour.
1. Does that like a?
Not entirely.
Okay.
Mechanically speaking, it's an adventuring day is 8 hours of activity, and pushing that 8 hours of activity further, it starts to require Constitution saves, and if you fail the saves, then you get exhaustion.
Okay, I see. Yeah. Should we just find? Are there any wooded areas nearby? We could just go hide in a wooded area and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, what do you think of that? Or do you just want to go onto the racetrack?
Can we ask him? Oh, is the racetrack empty right now?
He goes, I mean, I work more on the farm than on the horses. They're always training something though there.
I don't know. I'm still going in the woods and shoot. I want to use this dark ring for something really dumb and trivial.
Okay. Sure. Let's just go to the woods, take a nap, and then come back here. What do you guys think?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
How far are the woods?
Not terribly far. There's a small section of the woods that sort of branch out. No, a few less than a mile away from the back of this house.
Sweet, let's do it. That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
That's the sound I make, making the darkness.
Not very sexy.
Just
look, it's generating a lot of darkness. This is the. Oh my!
It'd be hard to sleep if it's super noisy.
No, but that's just me summoning it. It's not.
Oh,
so, wait. You're summoning the darkness
It's called
in order
the Ring
to
of
sleep.
Night.
You're summoning darkness in order to sleep in it.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. Oh my.
He has sleep issues, okay? He needs a full night's sleep, and he needs complete darkness.
Well, also, people are less likely to like stumble over us if it's dark where we are.
I don't know. You gonna try sleeping in the middle of the day on the ground in the freaking forest? Bet you can't do that for 8 hours. You can take maybe a siesta.
I mean, the darkness from the ring only lasts for 10 minutes, by the way.
Oh shoot.
I'll make it easy to fall asleep.
Yeah.
You want to do that
That's
magician
enough time to get into
trick?
REM, right?
Like, summon darkness and move your thumb.
Oh my goodness. Well, at least in the woods there'll be shade, so we can sleep in the shade, I guess. Is it too close to the last long rest we've had in order to actually take another long rest?
Kind of, but for the purposes of what you're doing, especially since it's not like in a dungeon or traveling phase or something like that, it's fine. You're just using it to just very quickly push time forward.
Okay.
So as the group of adventurers hangs out in the forest for a bit, let's take a 10 or 15 minute break here.
Okay.
If you guys are good with that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let me. What? Wait. What?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop up in like 20 minutes, but
Oh, you gotta hop off in like 20 minutes?
no, just hop up. I gotta pull something out of the oven like
Okay.
shortly, but
Okay. So yeah, you guys finish the long rest. You guys mess around in the forest for a bit, take some naps, have some siestas, and you wake up. It's roughly 7 p.m. Still not quite dark out, but it is evening. And what are you guys doing?
So we head into the house where they're breaking in, I guess.
Okay.
I mean,
You
it's
get-
not dark yet, is it? Or 7? I guess it could be. What?
Yeah, it's evening. Sun's going down.
Okay. Should we wait until it's like actually? Well, no, yeah, I think we should wait till it's actually dark and then like post up and hide around. So then, like, if the like thieves are kind of casing the place from a distance, they won't necessarily. They'll have a lower chance of seeing us if we show up there once it's dark. Or do you think that like people will be gone? The thief might go like at twilight.
I don't care enough.
I guess we could go now and try and set some traps.
Bear traps.
I mean, yeah, we've got a few bear traps, and Dan can set up his trap thing. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's head there now. Let's do that and try and set up traps.
Where are you guys gonna try and set the traps at? You have two main entrances to the building. You have the back door, a front door, and then you were also informed that they broke in on the second floor. The building's 3 stories tall, and they also broke in on the roof, which leads into an attic space.
Are there any walkways around the with like gates?
Yeah,
Or
the the back space of the yard is sort of gated off, and there is sort of brick walls, roughly 10 feet high, with a iron bar gate going in and out of them.
Okay. Is the front kind of like wide open, like to the
Mhm.
like ranch and stuff?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, darn it. Snares only lasts a minute? I thought it'd be indefinite.
Well, I guess not. Okay, where else could we?
I mean,
It
back door. No.
it takes a minute to cast, but lasts 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
Good.
It uses my rope, though.
Mhm.
How cheap is the rope? Dang it.
25 feet of rope.
Okay.
How long does rope last?
You should have 50 feet
Or how
of
much
rope
does it
on you.
cost?
For an adventure, it's super cheap.
Okay. All right.
Silver.
So there's like the main glass door, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to put a snare there.
Okay.
So I use that spell.
Okay, so you set snare there in front of the glass door in the backyard.
Was in the backyard?
The backyard
glass
was
door
glass. The front door is wooden. Heavy wooden door.
Okay.
So I think he's the thief will try and go through like windows, right? Because if they've been able to successfully go in through glass and like break the glass and not get caught, why would they stop? Right? They also and then they got in on the second window once from the roof, or like a second story window from the roof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, into a second story window and a sort of like a window that opens up on the roof as well.
Okay. Are there any like lattices on the side of this building, like clear places where that's where they would climb up the house, or walls that come up next to the house where that's where they would get to the roof from?
No. The structure of the structures of the buildings very plantation in style.
Okay. Where's like the closest like cover approaching the house?
Through a lot of the farmland here, the wheat that they're growing is pretty thick and
Okay.
gets fairly close. There's a small area and sort of separating the front of the house from the farmland of a much more nicer sort of grassy area with a few trees growing from it. And then there's a curved road going up to it, dirt road for like wagons and carriages to pull up.
Okay.
And otherwise, between that, it's a few 100 feet from the closest piece of farmland.
Okay. So, but there is like a field that gets pretty close to the front of the
Mhm.
house. That's what you said.
Mhm.
Okay. So I don't know why, but I think I have 2 or 3 hunting traps. Can I set like spaced out in that field in front? Can I set like 3 all of the traps I have?
Yep.
Okay. Because that seems like they'd come from that field and then try and go into the house. Yeah. So I set those traps. What do I have to do? I just consume them? Do I
Leave them in your inventory for now, just in case they do not get removed. Do not get like utilized and used.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna set mine in the upstairs window that they've already gone through. And can I do like a check around the house to see if there's any hidden like rooms or hidden compartments?
Yeah. Roll a investigation check as you are investigating the house for hidden spaces. An 8. No, not that you could tell.
Alright. Worth a shot.
Do we want more traps down?
I mean, if you have some, might as well, right?
Did you put all yours in the same area?
Well, because there's like a like the wheat field that like gets pretty close, so I like spread them out. I was thinking spread them out like along the edge of that, so that like as they're walking through the wheat, they might come across one of these traps.
Okay. I'm gonna put my trap in the back door.
Okay.
Wait, isn't that where Dan's is?
Yeah, Dan Pitt's
Oh, did he put one there?
there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you could
then
double up.
I can do the front.
What about going to the like up to the roof area? There's that little drop down area, kind of maybe not directly below it, but like the only entrance out of there. So that way, if they go in through there, they could potentially get hit by it.
Yeah,
Are
let's
you-
do that.
Okay.
Can I use a rope as string?
For
Unseen servant.
let me look at Unseen Servant.
Ooh, that seems interesting.
So that material, it would be set by your ring as your arcane focus. You only
Okay.
require the materials when it gets used in the casting, or if it has a gold value attached to it.
Oh,
So-
so when it says like a bit of string and wood, that's part of my. So unless there's like a gold price to it.
Yeah.
Is when I
Or if
proceed.
it gets consumed, like the rope for your snare trap.
Oh, okay. So I
Yeah.
create an unseen servant, and I'll put him on the roof and tell him, "Look out up
Okay.
there."
Are you
Just pace back and forth.
ritually casting it or using an action to cast it?
I will ritual it.
Okay,
I'll
that'll
roll.
take you an hour.
That's okay.
I think
I'll
that's
be in
fine.
a dark room doing it.
Yeah, we can kind of hide him, I think. Wait, can he use the ring and be hidden for 10 minutes? Can he give the ring to someone else, and can they continually keep him in shadow?
Well, we can only cast it once per day.
Okay, oh, never mind.
Yeah, and the unseen servant doesn't do a whole lot. It's you get to like get stuff,
But it won't
do
look
like
at-
laundry, clean stuff, fold your clothes. It's yeah.
It can't like identify someone that's not us.
Yeah. It like
Yeah, can
it would be able to
patrol,
recognize
like-
you guys, but like none of you guys would be able to control it. It gets telepathically like commanded by Baznoff.
Yeah, I guess like can it patrol?
But if it's like
No.
invisible on the roof, like it should be able to see like everything everywhere. And then like if it sees something that's not us, could it come alert Dan?
Yeah.
That seems worth it, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
Well,
Good.
it can't communicate. It can't talk.
Okay, but it
Uh,
could like that's what I was saying. Like it could after it's like see someone that's not us, it could come and like poke Dan, and then we're like know that they're like approaching the house or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it would be able to poke him. There, it's yeah. Just because it's
Or
like
even just approach him.
approach, it's invisible.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's invisible, mindless, and shapeless.
Hmm. Can it like phase into him and he'll like shiver as it like goes through him or something?
Because it is it's just like a force. It's just something that's like, it's Disney
Okay.
movie. You're like the dishes are doing themselves sort of deal.
Okay.
It's that.
What if I tell it, if I have, I'll rip it out a page from my notebook, hand it to it, and then say, if you see anything approach, come to one of us and shake the paper.
Ooh.
Sure.
I like that.
Got him.
Fold some clothes. Flap the
Yeah.
curtains.
Yeah. What if you have it follow like if it sees someone that's not us,
Mhm.
it could follow it and then like flap curtains and like bang windows and like make noise and stuff. But yeah,
Wouldn't that just scare them?
that's true too.
That would be my thing, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think finding you with the paper is better. Okay.
So you have.
We should have gotten me a familiar, because then it can
Oh.
do more.
Because
Because I need 10 gold's worth of incense, which I guess we
You
can
have
raid
the
the
gold
cupboards. I do, but we can't buy the herb. We should have
I
bought
mean-
the herbs.
Look around the house, see if you can find some. He's rich. Steal his
I
shit.
get it.
Blame it on the burglar.
That's true. We could like if we see the burglar come by, we can just come in after the burglar and steal a bunch of stuff. And then
got
be
it.
like,
Send them in.
it's like, sorry, we fell asleep. Nah. Okay. But now we should probably find hiding spots, right? And like on all sides of the house so that we can see if someone approaches.
Is that what you
Dan,
guys are
what you
doing?
thinking? Dan?
Yeah, I can hide. I don't know.
Or are we summoning this your guy first?
Yeah, I'll summon my guy in a closet somewhere. Or I don't know. Next to somebody, maybe. Like in an unseen window, or like a room without windows.
Wait, can we go inside of this house?
Oh, I just assumed we were inside.
It'll take 2 hours. Because it's an hour to cast it, and ritual casting takes another hour.
To prep or whatever? I don't know if that's worth it.
Someone can budge me if something happens.
It's only 7:30, so.
That's
You got
true.
time.
Yeah, Zach.
Okay.
I'll chill with Leonardo wherever he is.
Wait,
And
are
he'll
we in
budge
the
me.
house? Where are we? Are we just near the house? Are we in the house? Are we around the house?
I assumed we were in the house.
Some of you guys have gone into the house. Some of you guys have
Oh.
maintained outside the house.
Wait, if we can go in the house. I didn't realize we could go in the house. I thought we had to... Then in that case, I want to move my traps.
Okay.
I'm like, wait a second, this doesn't make sense. So just like, how many windows does this house have?
A lot.
Okay, all of the... So the wheat field that we were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we are supposed to be outside because then you could see people approach.
that's true. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna leave my traps where they are. I think that's a decent spot. I'm just gonna make the guess and go with it. They probably won't trip on them, but it's whatever. It might scare them away too. There's an issue. No, let's move them in.
What's the most valuable thing here?
Ooh. I mean, depends on how much time you're willing to spend in the house to find. I mean, there's a lot of small. If you're looking around the house, there's a handful of busts. You may assume some of them are family members, some of them are ancestors of this family. There's some nice paintings laid across the wall. You're not much of a. You don't have a huge eye for art. So you're like, oh yeah, those are nice. Some of them may be recreations or originals. It's hard to tell. The furniture is fairly nice overall. Some nice shelves, bookings. But yeah, everything here seems like it. Like if a thief broke in, they could sell a good amount of it to fences and general stores and trinket sellers and peddlers.
Okay. Well, while Dan's summoning his little dude to help us, we could search through the house, right, and look for what we think the thief is trying to get to.
Okay,
Right.
yeah. Mhm.
Or here's a thought. Dan can make a minor, or Baznoff can make a minor illusion of like our dead head, like decapitated heads, and leave them like on the ground, and we just steal everything, all the important stuff in the house, and then fence off. The head's like, oh, well, dead. Everything's off. You know, we got all the shit. What if we do that?
That's awfully dishonest, and I'm a paladin, and we've got a cleric. I don't think we can do that.
And I can only make a head last a minute, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah. So
But
I think
if I
not.
set a bell or something like that, which is a spell I'll eventually get, then I could trigger it somehow. No.
And then they'll see the head, and then it'll disappear, and they'll be like, "Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, it degraded so quickly."
Let me just say that I'm gonna be very wary of leaving Zach in a house of mine because not only will he jack all my stuff, but he's gonna leave severed heads on the ground.
He's gonna leave his severed head. Somehow,
An apparition
some
of
way.
it. Yeah. Yes.
So what are you guys doing
Uh,
now? Are you guys gonna look about the house more while Baznoff summons the unseen servant?
Yep, let's do that. Let's search the house for what we think the thief is trying to steal or find, while Baznoff summons his thing.
Okay. I'll have some people roll investigation checks.
Dope. Oh boy.
So yeah, with the 3 Mordaar, you don't find a whole lot.
To be
Just sort
expected.
of like wandering around the house. She's like, man, this is a very nice house. Tibbers with the 13, you kind of find your way into like what seems to be like an office space or work or study of some sort, and there seems to be a safe in here that you find that's fairly out in the open. It's sort of like underneath the desk as you like quickly check behind it. Seems fairly robust and well made. Like, might be some papers in there, some property deeds, or some gold.
Can I cast light on the safe?
Yeah. The safe is now lit up.
Light them up?
Is that helpful?
I mean, they have to stand in the light to open the safe, which
Ooh.
contains all the valuables. So,
Seems reasonable.
because we're not exactly the sneakiest or investigative of people, and I'm just hoping that we can bash them on the head.
That seems to be the goal.
Wait, can I try to open the safe since I got like thieves' tools?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Roll a block picking check. So it's your dexterity plus your proficiency.
So dexterity.
Yeah.
So dexterity is a 16 then.
Yeah, so roll underneath that there should be a +3. Click on that +3, and then you add your proficiency modifier, which is +2.
All right. So situation +2.
With the
Ooh.
natural 20, which equals to 25 of total. With the sleight of hand check, you just quickly spin the or with the lock picking check, you're able to get the safe open as you get your pieces into it. This isn't a dial lock, this actually has a key on it, and you're able to get the pins in all the right locations quite quickly and open it up. The safe creaks open, and you're able to see there is a fairly hefty bag of gold on the bottom of coinage on the bottom of the safe. Then above it there are 2 small shelves filled with papers.
Well, can I rummage through the papers? See
Okay.
what they are.
Yeah, a lot of the papers are deeds of ownership for a variety of things at this ranch. Some of them are horses, some of them are prized racing horses, and one of them is even the deed to this house and the property.
Do you think this is the stuff they're trying to get to? Because this is a lot of value.
So, I don't know. I mean, worst comes to worst, we can just take a couple of the deeds of just the regular workhorses or like stuff like that, and then like, hey, what the hell, guys? You have our horses. You stole them. Here's the deeds, and we get free horses that way. Could be a possibility.
Once again, this seems awfully close to stealing.
not close.
So I'm not sure how I feel about this. I don't think I could go along. I don't think I could go along with stealing horses. Also, I don't know what their laws are here, but I know of a couple places where stealing horses is a hanging offense. What about here? Do I know?
I mean, it's definitely an imprisonment.
Okay.
But it's not a... Very rarely has it led to hanging or a execution.
This isn't the Wild West?
No.
Okay, that's good. Good.
They have hierarchies, organizations, government, standing guard, militia. Yeah.
Do we think that... can we... Would I know if the Thieves Guild would want to steal any of this stuff? Any of these deeds specifically?
There's like you said yourself, there's a lot of value here. Just in the deeds themselves. If you guys open up the coinage, it would actually not be gold, but filled with small platinum bars that are roughly 3 inches long and about they're square bars, and they're about an inch wide.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of wealth here.
Can I cast a light on all of the platinum squares?
You would be able to cast it on the bag, which would light up inside. Casting it on all the bars, you'd have to like individually cast it on each bar, which would take a few moments.
Okay.
There's a few hundred of them here.
Oh, okay. So this is a ton of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quickly, with the weight and the amount of platinum here, it's probably in the range of about 2,000 gold pieces. So it's about 200 platinum in total.
Damn.
Oh.
If only we weren't honorable people.
So can I pull Baznoff aside?
Mm-hmm.
So, Baznoff, since these two are a little noble and aren't gonna do it, do you just wanna take the stuff and
No.
No.
I ain't stealing stuff from the guy who paid us to defend it. That sounds really dumb.
Yeah, he hasn't paid us yet, though, so let's keep that
True.
clear. But there is an agreement. Okay.
What if we go to like another town
This is
first and just skip town and go away?
what we could do. Take it all and take it to the Thieves Guild. But once again, also stealing, I'm opposed. I don't think we just should do that. Okay, so but this has got to be what the thief is trying to get at, right?
Probably.
You could assume that, yeah.
I think we should. Let's leave. We should probably leave the safe where it is and try and maybe we should put the snare, like Dan, have him move his snare. Oh, but it consumes the rope when he casts it, huh?
Yes.
I mean, they don't know where it is, or else they would have already stolen it, right?
I mean, he only rolled it wasn't hidden. The safe was not hidden. It was just sitting underneath the desk.
But they may not have been able to open it. But there also might be more in the house that we didn't do a very good job of searching the whole house.
We did not.
But we can assume that, like, it would make an awful lot of sense to try and steal some of this stuff.
But what if this is the dummy safe?
That's what I'm saying. So also, it's getting late now. Maybe we need to start hiding and trying to sneak and not be super obvious that we're here and not scare away the thief. So, yeah, we'll leave the traps where they are. Should we just find hiding places? Okay, like near... Oh, could we hide in the office where the safe is? Could one of us?
Yeah, there would be a small wardrobe in here. That is filled with grand coats of different sizes and shapes, leather, furs. Like even like if you had an eye for fashion, a lot of these coats themselves would cost tens of gold, maybe one or two of them a few hundred gold.
Okay.
Should
So
I
who-
hide in the closet? Because we would probably need to see them with,
Sure.
see or hear them, and I'd probably be the best at that. Or I could be roaming the house.
Whoever fits. I
How
mean,
dare
if it,
you?
Well, I'm saying I think someone should probably hide in this room because that's, and then
I'll hide in the wardrobe. Can I hide in
Okay.
the wardrobe?
Roll a stealth check as you hide in the wardrobe.
ooh,
He gets in it. He's a big guy. He's got his own fur. He's kind of tries to mimic one of the fur coats that are in there, but he's also wearing, chainmail and whatnot. It's a tough thing. Actually, yeah, you'd roll with chainmail. You'd actually roll with disadvantage on your stealth check. Or wait, no, you have the half plate on now, which is made a mithril. So you would not. I'm sorry about that.
nice.
Yeah, with the 8.
Keep the 8.
Yeah, you'd keep the 8. You're feeling like you're all right. The rest of you guys would be able to see him
I'm not super
with
confident
your
in this.
with your passive perceptions.
Try again, nerd.
Actually, Mordaar, with your passive perception of 9, you could just barely see him.
You're right.
You're like, yeah, no, he's actually pretty good. I can barely see him.
And everyone else is like,
Can I use disguise self so that I transform into a smaller, stealthier person? But maybe not stealthy because that doesn't change my skills.
Yeah, so disguise self, I believe. Where is that? It's more of a
Visual?
yeah. It's an
You can seem
illusion.
1 foot shorter or taller.
Yeah, it's also an illusion built upon you. So you're not actually changing your shape.
I
but we
see.
can make him look like one of the coats in the closet then, couldn't we?
It has to be humanoid with disguise self. You could do like if you have like proficiency in like a disguise kit, you might be able to make him look more like a coat.
Anybody know how to disguise someone?
I do not have a disguise kit.
Me neither.
Can I use guidance? So I get out of the closet, and then I use guidance on myself. So I'm, like, willing myself, like, sneak better, hide better, please. Otherwise, these people will think I'm dumb.
Sure. I'll allow one more roll with the guidance on you.
Yes. Do I have to do anything specific for guidance?
You make sure you cast the spell on you, and then it's a cantrip anyways. And then pretty much when you roll, you add an extra d4 on yourself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Now you roll a d4.
10, now roll a d4.
Yeah.
So 13. Yeah, you're feeling a bit better.
Do we let him go with that? Is that good enough? I mean, I can't see him at all. He's a perfect imitation of a coat.
Well, Leo would be able to see him a bit with his passive. Baznoff, you're a bit more hidden with your passive. But yeah, you feel like you're decently well hidden enough.
Okay. I'm going to go hide, find a hiding spot on the first floor, wherever, with the room with the most windows.
Okay. That would most likely be the kitchen. Heavily windowed area.
Okay.
It's
Is
on
there
the
somewhere?
southeastern side. There's pantries to hide in.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of
Do I
stuff to
have to
hide
roll?
under. Yeah, roll a stealth
Ooh.
check.
Okay. I think I actually have stealth.
Yeah, you're feeling. You get underneath one of the tables to hide under, and you're like, they'll never find me here. But you got like a leg sticking out that you don't realize that's sticking out.
How exciting, guys. Hopefully they don't see me before they break through a window.
It's also like the table's like angled upwards because you're a
Massive.
turtle with a shell.
I
Oh no,
am
you're a
not.
barbarian. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're a
Well,
large Goliath.
A Goliath. Yeah.
So you have a massive Goliath leg sticking out, and the table's also still sticking up because you're a Goliath, and you're
Works.
pretty thick. Baznoff and Mordaar, where are you guys hiding? Or not Mordaar? I'm
Baznoff and
sorry, Leo.
Is Baznoff still casting the?
This would be towards the end of his casting.
Okay. Would you be able to see around the stairwell from the first to second floor? Or is there anything overlooking the stairwell? On the
Yeah,
second
so the first, there's sort of a foyer going into the building, and there are two stairwells that swirl upwards to the second floor. The second to the third floor have their separate stairwell leading up there on the sides of the building.
Okay. I mean, is there anywhere I'd be able to hide overseeing the second to third story? Is there any?
Wait, there's a third story?
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
up to the
How many
attic.
walls is-
What,
Oh, okay.
attic of the third story. They go up to there. Yeah, you'd be able to find a place in one of the rooms in there to hide. The
Okay.
second story is pretty much a long hallway that spreads the length of the building, or the width of the building, and then it goes into separate rooms.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna try hiding up in the attic.
Okay. Yeah, roll a stealth check for up in the attic. Yeah, you feel very comfortable in your hiding spot. It's extremely dark up there.
And
And
Frank's got
there's
nothing on
not
me.
much night light either.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe you
Lord.
said that.
So,
Jake, did you hear what he said? Oh my goodness.
so can I do a perception check on where like the best place to hide is on the second floor?
Sure. There's a lot in the second floor.
Like, I don't know, a dark corner looking at the windows or something. Is there something of that nature?
Yeah, roll sort of like a perception check, I guess.
Man, I'm on the crap
Right.
today.
I mean, yeah, there's some curtains and stuff. There's a lot of like individual rooms up there. But yeah, like I said, there's one sort of like long hallway that covers most
Yeah.
of the second floor. So yeah, you probably assume like at the end of one, next to the stairwell that goes up into the attic, sort of like standing behind a curtain would probably be a good idea.
All right, I'll hide there.
Roll a stealth check. Let's see how far out you're.
Damn it!
We're so good at hiding.
Yeah, it's straight up like someone hiding behind a curtain, and their like shoes are just sticking out.
That's all right. Whatever. They can't see us from the outside, anyways.
Hopefully. Although what
That's
happens
what
if they...
All right.
Okay. Should we just wait here now?
Yeah. So everyone roll a perception check as the hours go by through the night, and you're waiting for something, somewhere, someone to happen.
There we go.
Okay. Okay.
No,
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mordaar, your senses are filled with the smells of spices and dried meats hanging in the kitchen, and you get a little grumbly in your stomach smelling all this. Leo, lots of dust in this attic. It's hard to, you're like, man, it's hard to breathe, and there's not many windows leading out, so you can't see anything. But Baznoff, you hear something moving outside the window that you're kind of pressed right up against on the curtain, and you're like, look about, and you see a figure moving towards the back end of the house as you glance behind there. Oh, definitely. Tibbers, the sort of office space that you're in, the study that you're in, is on the back end of the house on the second floor, and you do hear, as it quietly, you hear a female voice just like, "Oh God, fucking damn it!" as you hear the sound of a spell going off.
Can I send... Okay, so... Can I send a minor illusion to Zach, which is like a tiny little fly that buzzes around and is like, "Bzzz, I see somebody here." So that way Zach's aware of what's happening. Or Leonardo's aware of what's happening.
Yeah, you just see the unseen servant with the small piece of paper like waving around.
No. They were at the back. Did they get caught by Dan's snare? Can you check your snare?
That is a good question. Wait, it was in the back door, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're on the side of the
is there
building, so
any
you
way-
can't really see that area of the house.
Okay. That means
But can Qua see down there?
Yeah, he's the one that heard it.
Qua, look
so
around.
what
for
would
a
say? What did they say
yeah,
again?
yeah.
Something about magic?
You would have to leave the wardrobe and go to the window and look out if you'd like to investigate to see if they're trapped.
I go and check in the window because my hiding spot isn't that great anyway. So I'm trying to see if
Yep, you see a small female figure. It's currently hanging upside down by a rope magically in the air. And she's currently trying to escape from the rope.
Gotta get there, hurry soon.
I yell, "Friends, we got her!"
Okay. Can
It's a very quiet night. You guys would probably hear this.
Okay. So we go
If we
run
caught her,
towards
Can we
Qua.
infer that because we caught her, that means it's probably in the snare?
Yeah, it's in the snare.
Oh, I mean, but Tibbers knows that,
Yes.
and he said we caught her. But
Yeah,
there's-
so we run down and then see her, right?
Yeah,
so we can just
yeah.
run to the snare. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's roll
So gotcha, bitch.
I mean, it seems reasonable. We did catch her. So
Yeah. So as you guys are running towards her, I've actually been rolling for her rolled for dex saves on it so far, and she's still failing.
Nice.
As you Mordaar would get there first, as already being on the second floor. Then it would probably be Tibbers, as he's fairly close to the stairwell down, and then Baznoff, then Leonardo. As you guys are rushing towards that direction, one last... Holy shit, just so... With a natural 20 on that last save,
Oh my
the moment Mordaar is able to get to her, she's able to untie the magical roping around her ankle, and she drops, hits onto the ground. I do believe you said you put the bear trap there too?
oh yeah, I don't think we ever removed it, did we?
falling onto a bear trap. Let me look up the stats for bear trap real quick. Ivy bear trap.
We got it. We did it, boys. This is some Home Alone crap right here.
She takes a D4 of piercing damage.
Oh no, hopefully she's okay. Well, I mean, actually, I don't know if I care about that. She's trying to steal.
She takes 2 points of damage as she falls back first onto the bear trap, and you hear Mordaar, and she goes, "Oh, fuck!" As you're able to open up and unlock the door, she's laying on her back with the bear trap in it. Not still on the ground. So what are you doing as you're getting this door open, Mordaar?
Shoot. I think I've got some blankets. Can I tie her up in a blanket?
You'd probably
Wait, in a blanket?
with the
I
blanket.
don't have rope.
How do you not have rope? Really?
Yeah, I believe you have like a priest pack or something.
Oh, I don't know. It's not in my inventory.
Where'd you go? There you are. You guys keep hiding your tokens. Oh yeah, you have a priest pack, so you don't have rope.
Yes.
A freeze pack?
A priest pack,
No. What's in
Okay.
a priest pack?
like vestments and incense and tinder boxes. But you do have a blanket. So I would say make a contested athletics check as you're trying to grapple her with a blanket like a cat.
Sounds fair. Okay. So just strength?
Yeah, athletics.
Oh, athletics. Okay, close. Good. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at athletics. And then it'd be normal?
Yeah, it's normal.
Okay. Come on, baby. Ooh, it's not the worst.
Yeah, so she rolled a 3 on her die.
Okay.
And she has a 10 strength. So she fails, and you now have her grappled against you.
Okay.
By now, Tibbers would be showing up. Tibbers, you see Mordaar grappling this small gnomish girl. Which actually, no, that would have been an advantage, but either way, she's grappled since she's gnomish. In his arms with a large blanket that he had.
So I think that it's a bear hug. So I go in and grapple them further.
So you go in and hug both of them tightly. None of them can really resist, and you squeeze tightly upon them. Baznoff, you're now showing up as you're seeing these two large entity creatures hugging this small gnomish girl in between them, wrapped in a blanket.
What are you guys doing?
Hey,
Do-
so she was caught by the bear trap, and so I don't have rope, so I tried to restrain her with the blanket, and then Tibbers came up and bear hugged us, I guess, to help.
It's a cow hug, but I'm not really a bear.
But if you have any rope, do you have any rope?
I do have a rope. If
Could
someone
you
wants to pick her up,
yes.
I can give it to someone to tie her. Who tied her up? Who tied the goblins up?
I did. It was bad.
Yeah, that's not Tibbers, not Tibbers.
I tied.
All right. I'll wait for Leonardo to tie it up, and I'll. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So Leo shows up to the two large members of the group, bear hugging, and Baznoff sort of like throwing some rope towards him. To describe her, she's wearing leather armor. She had a dagger on her belt, a variety of small pouches, some darts sort of on her rib cage on the leather armor. Sort of well-worn tan skin, pockmarked faced, oval face shape, and a shaved head.
She has a shaved head.
Yes.
Is that normal for goblins or thieves guild members?
She liked it before it was cool.
She's just a hipster.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems odd to me.
Less of stuff for people to grab onto when you're trying to flee.
True. Also, because of that, I mistake her for a guy, for a male.
Okay.
Just so we're all clear here.
So Leo, you're gonna tie her up.
Yeah. What's the roll for that?
Roll sleight of hand.
Oh yeah, good thing you didn't have me do it.
Regular or advantage? Because she's already.
Regular, because this would be more of how good the knots are.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. Thank the Lord.
She for sure could have escaped if you rolled the 2.
And I'm also assuming you guys are disarming her weapons.
Yes, let's
Yep.
definitely
Okay.
do that.
Seems excessive.
Her dart.
Seems excessive.
Wait, but then she might be able to like reach one of her hidden weapons and cut the ropes off. So I think we definitely
Yeah.
have to make sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we can just knock her out.
Yeah, roll.
But no,
Yeah.
no. We need to interrogate her a little bit. I think, don't we?
Yep.
Okay.
And I have my 2 rings now, so I can get that slap across the face pretty well.
Ooh.
So you
Shoot,
guys roll an investigation for whoever's going to be removing weapons from her, as she is tied up.
Yeah, let's not have me do it.
I got a +2.
I have a +4.
Go, Dan.
He's just been like, yeah, you guys investigate stuff.
He's also been rolling 4s. So, okay, nice.
Yeah, with the 19, beyond her dagger that you find and the 5 darts on her armor, you'd also find her thieves' tools and another smaller dagger hidden on the inside of her right boot.
You done messed up. You done messed up.
Exactly.
All right, so she's all tied up.
Mm-hmm.
So do we wanna get some information from her?
Yeah, we should ask her some questions.
Okay.
Should
we'll
we
bring-
ask her the questions as we're like taking her to local law enforcement? Or ask her the questions now and
Well-
then do something after we have some information?
I think we wait with her until morning, right? Because we didn't do this through the law.
Oh, that's true.
We did this through this dude. And that way we have proof that we caught her for the guy.
Maybe we
Okay.
can ask her a question and then I can see if she's like a good person or not.
Oh,
And then we
shit.
let her go. But not with her weapons.
Yeah.
So we bring her inside and put her on a chair.
Okay.
And I do a persuasion check and be like, man, I don't...
What are you asking her? What type
So-
of
Race
what?
for you.
So we heard you ransacking this house while we were. What are you looking for?
Ooh, I
thing?
like it.
Ooh, okay. Roll a deception check.
While this is all going on, am I able to check the house, see if there's any other people there?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll perception check as you're wandering the house, looking for other people. Okay. Then she needs to roll insight. She believes you're lying, and she goes, why were you robbing the house?
I tell her about the deeds and I say, look, we're looking for the deeds.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
Let's say deeds as well.
Can I see if she's
I
telling
tell
the
her
truth?
what? I say, if you know of something better, we could let you go.
I'm assuming for a cut of that.
Yeah. We'll let you go. So you could, well, if you know of something better, we'll let you go. And you have to cut us in. Else you're stuck here. And Mr. Horseman's going to figure out what to do with you.
Well, my boss and the people who own this place don't like each other. And, they were looking for some dirt hidden away in here to, remove this family.
But there's dirt everywhere.
She looks and goes, well, yes, there is. Everyone has their dirt.
How clever. She's clearly already outsmarted me. I am baffled by your guys' skills at interrogation and banter. And confused.
Can I see if she's telling the truth about the warring bosses and if the deed, or if she was really just still there for the deeds, like she said?
Yeah, roll an insight.
I thought we knew that she's not for the deeds because she's trying to find dirt.
Yeah.
And I feel like
But I
deeds
can see
is really
more.
dirt.
Yeah, she seems to be telling the truth. That yeah, she's looking for something more than the deeds.
Do we know, what did we ever find out if there's any other people wandering the house?
Yeah, with
What
your
is-
perception check of 17, there doesn't seem to, there's not anyone like sneaking around, but you do, you'd notice that there's a bit more activity towards one end of the farm.
Ooh.
All right.
There seems to be a wagon with a handful of torches lit up around it.
Oh my goodness.
She's
pretty well restrained.
Yes.
Can we leave her here? Because now Leonardo has noticed these wagons and torches while we go and check out what's happening there.
Can I put her in the chest of darkness?
You can.
But we would probably never get her out.
Just tie a rope to her leg, or like tie a rope around her.
Wait, she's pretty small. Can she fit in one of our backpacks?
Well, I could cast another. Well, I don't know. I'd want to stay with her, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. It's rough. I think staying here.
Just have like Tibbers just grab her, just hold her up.
All right. Well,
All right.
what if we ask her? Because I want to know what this dirt is. So, like, what's the dirt? What kind of dirt we talking about? We talking about some Oklahoma red dirt, or are we talking about that brown California dirt? We're talking
Talking
about
about the type of dirt that will ruin the reputation of the entire family here.
And where's the guy got to go to find it?
That's what I've been looking for.
So you don't even know what you're looking for. You're just trying to find something.
Been scouting the house.
And I guess with intimidation, I say, like, look, if you're not going to tell me what you're going to do or what you're trying to find, I'm just going to sell you off because you're of no use to me. You're of no use to me.
All right,
Without
roll an intimidation. He goes,
Please.
you sell me off. My boss and my colleagues will just free me out again. I've been arrested before. It's no big deal.
And
Okay.
then next time I
step
slap
in.
her,
No. Before he can do anything else, because he is apparently being very frail. I don't know what is happening, but this is stuff I understand. So I step in front of him
you understand?
What?
What do you
Well,
mean you understand?
I can tell you're trying to intimidate her.
Yeah, I'm the highest intimidation probably.
Do you?
I have +5.
You do. You do have the highest, but like, but you're intimidating, but like, it's no longer like I don't know. It's something that I can also see that you're not doing a very good job.
Fun roll.
Whatever.
Ring. Cross with the ring. Like, who's your boss?
Whatever. Before this continues, I step in front and say, "We wouldn't be sending you to jail. There are much worse places to go than jail."
Okay.
And
How she likes
try
the
and
fishies.
what was that?
Ask her how she likes the fishies. You know,
Well,
we can have her sleeping with the fishies.
that's true. Do you want to wake up? Do you want your boss to wake up with a horse head in his bed? Do you want?
We want horses, though. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah. Also, we're not afraid of your boss. Like, they can do whatever they want. Wouldn't be able to find you after we're done. So I want to intimidate her as well.
Okay. Yeah. Roll another temptation check.
Damn! Glad you came in. Man.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to help, okay? Just trying to help.
Jeez. I don't think you guys will. Seeing two of you carrying holy symbols around, she goes, I don't think you guys really are that cut of cloth to do that.
Can I unarmed strike her?
Oh, damn.
Yes, you can.
All right. Where on her face, bud?
So
It's
you-
She is also still injured from the bear trap, by the way. But
Maybe
you will.
before we strike
you
her,
will
we should
punch
ask
her?
her.
Dan,
torch
are
it.
you still punching her? Bands off? Are you
I just
back?
wanted. Well, I don't know. I wanted to do the slap and ask where her boss is, but I don't know where that or who the boss is. But I don't know where that lands after all this.
Being well versed in
Not for like intense hurt though. Just like enough to rattle.
Well, with you, bands off, and you, Leo, you could roll that unarmed strike if you'd like. As well.
I kind of want to see what happens with Bands off
What is
first.
your strength? All right, you'll do like 1 point of damage to her with your strength.
Okay.
Yeah,
With that.
because it's 1 plus your strength modifier for an unarmed strike, unless you're like a monk. So yeah, you deal a point of damage to her. You don't need to roll.
Okay.
Well, roll with advantage.
Oh,
To
it's
see
my
if
2
you're-
rings, right? That's what gives me the.
No, it's
What do
because
I-
she's restrained. This is to see
Oh,
if
restrained?
you're able to actually hit her hard enough to hurt her.
So ability check.
Yes,
Okay.
effectively. Yeah, that will definitely hurt her.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. And you deal another point of damage to her as she now has a bruise on her. What hand are you hitting her with?
My right hand, which my 2 rings.
Okay, so
rings
yeah, it would be right cheek.
Okay.
As a bruise starts to swell on her.
And then I intimidate Lasher, like, who's your boss? Or I don't know if that. if my
Roll
intimidation-
another intimidation check.
After that strong punch, though, that's probably with
It's-
advantage, right?
We were playing out. Probably not. She's not.
Okay.
She's not almost dead.
Are you kidding me?
Slightly better. Good job. Slightly better intimidation.
She just maintains silence to that.
All right.
Okay, so should I just go up and just punch her and
Well, what's the point of
I
punch?
try? Go
Excuse
for
me.
another intimidation. You know?
Tibbers
Wait,
is
so-
feeling wildly
Should we ask her
uncomfortable.
about the
Excuse me, no friend. If you just tell us what we need to know, I'll stop the beatdown train. Please.
I feel slightly uncomfortable in this, by the way.
Wait, shouldn't we ask about the like cart of torch carriers?
Are they?
Yeah, we could ask that.
Somebody else do it.
Um,
Oh, what if I come out of the room, go out of the room, and then come back but look different because I shapeshift into a different character. So maybe then I can.
depends on who you look like.
Are you gonna shift into someone with better rolls?
That is necessary. What is
Wait.
something scary? Can I come as a minotaur?
No.
Minotaur.
Because their ankles are different, apparently.
Yeah, it would be. I would say it's like
yeah.
too much of a shape change for a shifter. Like it has to be your same general appearance and shape.
I don't know. I feel like the big dick goblin. You know, he's got that big dick energy. Maybe. Pull on some better luck.
All right, now.
No. This that is.
We're leaning to some TOS. We're already on some TOS stuff. That's leaning a bit too TOS.
D&D. Wait, what are some good races? I don't know. What about Dragonborn? Can I re-enter the room as a Dragonborn?
I mean, it's less of. You can, but like if you want to get any sort of statistical bonus here, or mechanical bonus here, it would probably be something related. You
Like
also have had to have seen the person that you're shapeshifting into.
So what if I just come back as like a generic gnome? I don't know. I don't even care.
Let's ask about. So
You
I
can.
after
You can just like keep going back and forth until you find something that works for the next few hours.
But play montage music.
it's
They're
just
like,
bad
do
cop,
you
bad
know
cop,
this
bad cop,
person?
Bad cop, bad cop.
She's like, do you know this person? No.
What if I
Get back
just
in.
consistently change my look? Like just change my face constantly while that's got to be intimidating.
Yo, Rorschach.
It's
Can I
weird. It's definitely weird.
Dude, I'd be
Type-
scared. Someone's like constantly. It's like psychedelic. Like who? What the hell?
She would also be scared because she'd be being intimidated in a room full of throw up because none of us are prepared for that. So,
We could all just start vomiting, and maybe she'll vomit as well, and it'll make her uncomfortable.
Yeah,
then-
what I'm saying is,
Where are the others?
if you wish to get a mechanical bonus by shapeshifting, you'd probably have to shapeshift into someone that she knows within these organizations.
Okay, and we don't know anyone.
Wait, but there's a cart of people.
Yeah,
Getting
well, that's
towards
why we're trying to figure it out of like who they are.
But what if we say, oh my goodness, a cart pulled up, you transform, light a torch, walk in as, I don't know, how do we make yourself look like someone else from the Thieves Guild?
we should-
Shapeshift into someone who you may think be part of the Thieves Guild that you've met.
you
Oh
should-
my goodness, is this a hint?
Yes, this has been a hint.
What if you turn in to the foreman and then you like make your clothes like change like his, so then
He cannot change clothes.
he can't make his clothes do the whole trick.
No.
Shit.
And with the size difference, with the
right.
strength that the foreman had,
Uh,
the clothes that Baznoff currently wear would be a little on the tight side.
Okay.
It would be it would be like a person, a schmedium type of person. They're really supposed to be wearing a medium, but they wear a small. It would look like that.
So he needs to be naked again.
Wait, okay, but then that means that it's also probably not the foreman. So then who do you need to transform into?
Well, I'm
that
just saying with his clothes that Baznoff is currently wearing.
Okay.
That's how Baznoff would kind of look like. He would look like the foreman wearing clothes too tight.
I mean, there's the wardrobe that Tibbers was hiding in. Grab something from there.
Dan, we need you to shapeshift into the foreman and then strip. And put on other clothes. And then come back.
There are a ton of... Oh, that's it. So we can have someone leave the room, make a clatter, Baznoff, you leave, and then, oh, that's it. We'll have all of us leave the room, right? And we'll act like we got into some kind of fight, try and make a bunch of noise, make it sound like something happened, and then you can grab some other clothes, transform into the foreman, and then come back and talk to her.
But we need to beat him up because there needs to be a sign of struggle.
Yeah, sure. We can punch him in the face a couple times.
Yeah.
Whoa. He don't need no struggle. He just single-handedly apparated us.
I'm gonna give the punch to Leo because he made him. So, and he had to live with him.
Unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike.
Roll with advantage.
I mean, if he's willingly taking the punch, you don't need to roll.
That's right.
Just apply damage. So what are you guys doing?
I think we should do this, right?
Yeah.
Because then it makes it look like the foreman came in, beat us up, and is trying to free their
And
thief.
then what's the foreman gonna say?
Oh, Dan, I came up. I've got this far. You have to figure out the rest, okay?
See, that's the thing. I don't know. Like what?
I can literally turn you.
No, you just come in and start to act like you're untying her and ask her, okay, where's the dirt that you found so far? Where do we need to go after I untie you?
Whoa! We're untying.
We
We're
why
not
would
untying her. We're starting to
catch her? Like he doesn't like her. Like why would he pay if he was on her side? Why would he pay her? Why would he pay us to catch her?
Okay, then who else have we run into that would be a Thieves Guild person?
The hunter at the bar.
Oh yeah, she did say that.
Oh, you're right. She did bring up the Thieves Guild. There is a Thieves Guild. You could do that.
Was it the woman from the tree?
Oh, you're right. The girl? It was a little girl, right?
No, it was like
early 20s.
Okay.
So about now-ish.
Here we go, guys.
Actually, I'm gonna roll for. Just not able to escape, but about now-ish, you guys hear a large on the front door.
Open up! It's the police!
How fast do this snare takes a minute to do?
Mm-hmm.
All right, probably not doing that.
I know you guys are in there. I know you didn't catch my name earlier today, but it's Zolad. That's the foreman.
All right, we let the.
I saw some lights going on.
All right. Open up for a lot. Come in, I guess. We don't have a bear trap there, I don't think.
No, not at that one.
And he goes, "Hi, were you Kalistar before? When you were Kalistar when you were talking to him before, were you not? Yeah. Are you still a Kalistar?
Yeah, I haven't changed.
I'm assuming you got the person. Ah, yes, you did. as he looks around into like the living space that you guys have her tied up with, and he goes, "All right, here is." And he hands you a pouch just without even looking at you as he stares at her with like this anger. Puts a small pouch and holds a small pouch out to you, Baznoff. He goes, and go to the tomorrow morning or anytime tomorrow. Talk to our stable hand, and he'll give you a few horses.
Okay.
We
All
have
right.
to deal with her.
We're positive that he's also in Thieves Guild now, right?
I don't know.
Roll an insight.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He's doing that,
From what
you see him
the
reaching towards the blade that he had hidden away that Tibbers saw, and pulls it out as he's now approaching her. As well as 4 other very thuggish looking individuals are walking in.
we're rolling insight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
15.
Really
He's
doesn't roll.
definitely
Can I roll it? Or, okay, no. Just one
not
person,
on
right?
the up and up, but that anger and hatred that he stared at her with seems completely genuine.
All right. Well, I can offer him and be like, "Hey, we got some information out of her. If you want to know what's up."
Oh, trust me, we know what we need to know from her. And you won't see the light of day today. As he looks from, never once takes his eyes off her. Goes, we very much appreciate your work here. Don't speak about it to anyone.
Is he about to kill her?
Oh, yeah.
Can I try and stop him from killing her?
I'm okay with that.
How are we going to try and stop him from killing her?
Okay. So
'Cause there are-
he's grabbed his knife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. Okay. Let me see. I mean, I've got this. Can I give her a shield of faith?
I mean, it won't. It could do a little bit, but
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much
not
because
enough
she's
to-
restrained and grappled.
Okay.
Like, for an attack roll, he has like advantage on it, and she's already
Can
pretty weak from the bear trap to the back and the slapping to the face. There's also 4 other very thuggish looking individuals behind that have now walked in.
Okay.
Can I step in between them and say, to keep you safe, friend, I think that you should keep away from her while we hand her over to the authorities.
I like this.
He goes, why would we? He goes, let me be a little honest with you here. You entered the authorities, she'll just come straight back to us.
Okay, so now we're 100% positive that he's with the Thieves Guild and he's also looking for dirt. And he's going to kill her. Well, but he just said if we take her to the authorities, he's just going to go back to. She's just going to end up back with him.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably in a rival gang or something.
Okay, I guess that's true.
Because she's trying to get dirt on his boss, who his boss is probably some gangster or something. I don't know.
Okay.
That's how I'm perceiving the situation. Like,
Yeah. And
I don't
they
think
own-
they're on the same team.
Okay. Oh, you're
Well,
right. The anger was genuine.
Like, we're in the middle of some gang dispute, and we just helped gangster out. Whatever.
I mean, we did do all of this just to get horses.
Yeah.
But okay, so I turn to the to Elad and I say, "Hey, I thought we were just catching a thief. I don't want to be a witness to murder.
Then
And
don't. You could
if you-
leave.
And
Vex.
if you tried to kill her because I helped catch her, I would feel guilty if she ended up dead. So I'd like to stop you from trying to kill her."
He looks and goes, if you leave now, you don't know if you'll kill her. She could be tortured for a few hours and days. She could be thrown onto a small rowboat in the middle of the lake.
Can I turn to the thief and ask her what she thinks we should do?
Isn't that obvious?
Can I just...
With
Okay.
the amount of people here,
I'm just walking out.
yeah, Baznoff's just like, all right, bye.
I'm taking the darts and like whatever loot that the thief had. And I'm also heading out bands off.
Oh, actually, before I go, I want to ask him, hey man, you mind if I take some spices on my way out?
Charcoal. Don't forget the charcoal.
Oh, yeah, charcoal, I need spices.
You're rummaging through the kitchen, taking charcoal out of their wood stove.
Yeah.
Just like, don't mind me.
Here we go.
Yeah.
She is just stone cold face right now. She's not talking to anyone. She's sort of shut down. As you look towards her, Tibbers.
Alright. Well, I turn to Mordaar and say, well, what do you think we should do?
I don't know, because she was trying to steal from this family as well. This is like a gang. It's like Baznoff said, it's a gang dispute. It's like she isn't innocent, so like her getting caught like isn't morally wrong. I'm opposed to her getting killed because I think that's excessive punishment, but I don't know if I can have anything to say about it. Also, I mean, these guys... Okay, so I turn to Alad again and be like, hey, this is a little more than I thought it would be. How about 2 draft horses?
Well, didn't you? He said earlier, right, to pick up some horses,
Mhm.
not just
Yeah.
one.
You said multiple?
Mhm.
Okay. So we already agreed to 2 draft horses. This is more than I thought it would be. How about a wagon as well?
He turns and looks towards you, like, you've done us a good favor by helping catch her. The third horse that's on the list for you was to help keep your silence about what's going on tonight. And I wouldn't want you to pressure any more on that deal.
I
Alright.
mean, so we're getting 3 horses. Okay. Is 3 horses enough, guys? Do you think that's enough to
Yes.
just walk away from this?
I mean,
I-
what can we do? Like, there's 4 of them. If we kill them, then it's probably gonna
That's true.
spiral out of control.
But are you okay? Do you not want that to happen?
Not really.
Okay.
We got the horses and money.
That's
And
true.
whatever
Hopefully,
gear
there's.
that
I mean, I
she
like to
had.
think that he threw in a good. I mean, he said he threw in a good word with the dope tailor for my clothes.
This just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. That's all. And it's like, I don't like this, but I also don't know that we should do any more. Okay, Tibbers, what are you thinking so far?
I think that this is super awkward. I would rather people not get hurt. I have no real way of extracting this out of the awkwardness.
Okay, so at this point, Baznoff and Leonardo are already like out of the building, right?
Yeah, they're walking down the road back to the city.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Tibbers, let's go.
Roll for it. Okay.
Yes.
There's nothing.
Think about our traps that weren't used.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could collect up the traps that weren't used.
Okay.
The bloody
Okay.
the bloody hunting trap from the back door and the other 3.
Hey,
Alright.
okay. So as I'm walking out, I'm like, okay, this was, I guess, a fair business trade for now. But if I find out you guys are doing more shady stuff that I'm not okay with, in the future,
Wouldn't threaten the boss.
I want to threaten them. I do not want to. I mean, like, I guess we still have to collect the horses, though. Fine. I won't say anything.
Yeah.
I walk out.
Yeah.
I walk out. Let's get out of here for now. Let's get our horses before we start threatening again.
Fight another day.
Exactly.
Can I? Oh yeah. So I agree. We walk out, and then as we walk out, can I whisper to Mordaar and say, I think if something happens to her, I can definitely try to fix her up.
Okay. Can you like cast a healing spell before we leave in secret?
I mean, at that, to be honest, that might just prolong her misery.
Execution.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Let's get out of here. She is also part of the Thieves Guild, so it's not like she's a good person.
That's true.
Do we want to become gangsters in this?
I'm all
In
for
this?
it.
In this?
We'll end the stream here as you guys
Yeah.
captured a thief, witnessed some action of the local mob bosses and mob families warring against one another. Got some gold, got some horses, got a good word at a local tailor. And yeah, thank you everyone for joining us tonight, and I hope that you guys will join us next week.